Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves of love stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Can't find this anywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere, anywhere. How I've always wondered. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere. How I've always wondered. How I've always wondered. How I've always wondered. Took a chance, in a trance, painted red, where's the romance? Took a chance, one glance, painted blue, ended on a rain dance. Now a bit stronger, not alone with the monster. Yeah, I gotta say I want this summer. Can't find this anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find this anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Can't find this anywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere, anywhere. How I've always wondered. Yeah, I want this longer. Won't find this anywhere. How I've always wondered. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah.
Gaming Morning Show.
Things put on pancakes and rhyming bear intros. Austin confused about whose sister married the bros. In the UK, dooley-doo tugs on our heartstrings. Gaming Morning Show is one of our favorite things.
It's Paul.
It's Paul.
Ah, who are we kidding?
Pumpkin spice and fall. Paul.
We all know our favorite thing is the season of Paul. Pumpkin spice latte time! Besides the tasty drinks, the weather is cooler.
We get the most time where it's cooled off, but it's not always rainy. Sometimes it's rainy for part of the day, but then it dries up and it's just a nice, cool, cloudy day. I like that.
There's football on.
Man, did we have a great football weekend. Both of our teams performed to the tippy top of their tippiest top of performance, and boy, football is fun.
That's gotta be enough for all of the hosts of Gaming Morning Show, right? Right?
Okay, so when Club Penguin changed, they changed everything, they got more mainstream, and I wrote them an email. And I was like, it would be really nice if you guys could go back to the way things were, because the original Penguins, we really miss it. I speak on behalf of all of the OG Penguins, and we all are really upset. Right, you've changed, man.
You're the Lorax for Club Penguin.
I was. I speak for the Penguins.
Well, penguin begins with a P. So, happy Paul, everyone, from all of us at GMS. Broadcasting live from Redner's Rescued Cat Figurine Museum in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin.
When Sean Redner told his wife, Hillary, that he wanted to turn their Wisconsin home into a museum of cat figurines, she had a predictable response. We're gonna do what?
We'll do that some other time, huh? Okay then. Broadcasting live from the same places they've been since 2020. It's time for Gaming Morning Show.
Morning, gamer! Welcome in, it's Gaming Morning Show. Thank you so much for being here Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. That's right, we are 10 days into this new year. We have cats, we have kittens, we have cats and cows. Bears are here too. Meow!
Don't listen to him, Marker. You're not a cow.
No, the cows are like cats. Now that we've learned it.
Just
No, it's not about the size either. I mean, cows are pretty stout, but still, it's not the point. Didn't I see Arturo in a men's clothing store the other day?
it's easy to confuse him with a full-size cow. He's getting pretty chunky.
Looks good though. Wouldn't want him any other way. Hey, put down the tail, dude. Put down the tail.
It's an interesting combination because when he has lots of wet food, he definitely gets chunkier, like noticeably chunkier. But it also makes his coat so like smooth and soft. So it's like, oh, we like it when you have wet food, but then you weigh twice as much.
Well, I mean,
and his vet gets mad.
I was gonna say, you know what the doctor says, right? The vet's always like, you need a cat with a nice shiny coat, and also don't let it get, overweight.
He gets large. Goodbye.
A handsome cat. Hefty Floof, second straight day, was very affectionate to me this morning, which is nice. Hefty Floof will do this thing where wherever she's sleeping, last night it was under the Christmas tree, which, by the way, we still have our Christmas tree up, which, I'm fine with. I wish I had my house lights off. I was supposed to do that Sunday or Monday, but it was really cold yesterday, Sean, and I didn't want to do it.
That's understandable. Yesterday in particular was monsoony. Man,
yeah.
It was so rainy.
Sean and I have had lots of conversations. In fact, we talked about opening, this time of year with the show open with the pumpkin spice latte bit, and it's true, like fall is great, and I don't mind the constant rain at all, but when you add the wind in, I'm out. Mm-hmm. I'm out. I left the wind for a reason, Sean, and it's following me.
It's true. It's blowing in to get you.
Why is it following me? It won't go away.
Pumpkin spice latte time!
Anyway, Hefty Floof slept under the Christmas tree, walked out, and then she'll do the big stretches, which usually gets, the responses from Sean of like, ooh, that's a big stretch.
It's a big stretch.
Big stretch. And then we'll roll over on her belly, and that's where she wants the stomach pats, which makes me think that she's part dog. So
nice. Nice.
Cat dog.
Arturo does that too. He'll roll on his back and put his belly up, and he'll look at you all cute, and then he'll go to pet his belly, and then he'll attack. It's a trick. Every time it's a trick. Don't fall for it.
It was a trap. Nice. Good morning, and first to Link, who is in the chat this morning, says, hope y'all are good this morning. We are, thank you. Drew Mega.
Nice chat.
Is here as well. I hope you have a good time making your coffee, Link. You can always come back and report what kind of coffee, because we do enjoy it very, very much on the show. Mine tastes good this morning.
Dunkin' Coast versus Starbucks Coast.
How's yours?
Mine's not bad. It's a little cold. I made it quite a while ago.
That coffee's from yesterday, isn't it?
No, it's from about 5:15.
What? You were up at 5:15?
I had to get up early. We decided we're having our chicken fiesta soup, which cooks all day in the crock pot. But in order to put it in the crock pot, you have to have the chicken prepped and cooked and shredded. So I had to do that this morning.
Chicken fiesta soup requires chicken. Got it. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm on board. I understand. Yep.
I did not prep the fiesta yet.
Still got some time. It takes a little bit less time to get the fiesta ready to go. Nice. Well, we're so glad you're here, wherever you may be joining us from today. Coming up in about 10 minutes now, we'll have the GMS Morning Gaming News. What are the video game headlines that you need to know this morning? Today is National Bittersweet Chocolate Day. Like, I want chocolate, but it's a little bittersweet. I want chocolate, but it's a little bittersweet.
Melancholy chocolate.
Is this thing on? It's a National Cut Your Energy Costs Day. National Oysters Rockefeller Day. No. Well, I guess technically that's what you're supposed to do. But, no, come back, actually. Your hair looks like it's pixelated. Like your hair's doing Minecraft and your face is doing the real world. I don't know if I like that very much. Plus, you have to stretch and lean in. I mean, it's just a lot of work for you. I don't want to put you into that kind of dress. Ooh, big stretch. It is National Oysters Rockefeller Day. Please don't tell me you have an Oysters Rockefeller just waiting, standing by. It's the Eagles Day. Oh, no. It's National Save the Eagles Day. Those two things are on different lines. It's like it's the Eagles Day. Hotel California, let's go.
Oh, no. What's wrong with the Eagles? Are they all okay?
I think so. I think they're doing all right. National Shareholders Day, National Shop for Travel Day, Peculiar People Day, and Poetry at Work Day. Ooh, you can do poetry at work today.
I will speak to patients only in rhyme today.
I'll try to do a great job with my bear rhyme this morning, and then hopefully you can use that to tell your patients all day about chiropractic.
Perfect.
It's a natural segue, I'm sure. But chat, what is your opinion on the following? Today is National Houseplant Appreciation Day. So we're asking you, how good are you with plants? I have 0 plants for which I'm responsible. We have maybe a handful of plants in this house. Shawn's house is a little bit of a different story when it comes to houseplants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have quite a few. It actually started before the pandemic. My wife wanted to start learning how to care for some fun houseplants, so she got a few. A lot of them did not fare well, but one of them I think survived, and we still have to this day. And then the pandemic hit, and we got all stressed, and working as a nurse, she was especially stressed. And we got more and more houseplants. And now our house runneth over with houseplants. They're pretty, though. And I especially like the way that they're not my responsibility.
That's one of my favorite features of the houseplant.
Except for moving the tiny hats around, and now we have magnetic eyes and sunglasses to move around. That's my job.
It is important for your plants to have little hats, because otherwise, how will they survive the winter? Their head will get too cold.
Right, or even in the summer when the sun's beating down.
Some say sunlight is actually good for plants, but not in huge quantities. So
that was a heck of a 3-person play right there.
Yeah. Welcome
you kicked it off. I set it up. Our teammate kicked it in.
Welcome to Rocket League. Oh, sorry. This is Rocket League.
This is Rocket League.
This is. Drew Megas says my coffee is tasty as well. Link also said been up since 2 o'clock. All my plants are currently dead since it's winter. It'll be replanting some. I'll be replanting some next month. So do all your houseplants die over the summer or the winter time?
No.
Are they harder to keep alive?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. I mean, like I said, we've already established that you don't, aren't the primary caretaker for these plants, but I'm clearly not knowledgeable in this area, so I'm curious.
Mm-hmm. It just depends on the type of plant, and all of ours survive. And we're also in a fairly mild part of the country year-round.
Oh, you mean we don't get a terribly harsh winter where we
right.
Live. Yeah. True Mega can give us credit for teamwork. We did. and since it started to fall apart. Nice shot.
Well, they're still teamwork, just on their side.
Yeah. You're watching live. Amazing teamwork. Not from the people who are hosting the show, but from their opponents. Yeah, my favorite story of houseplants, and, unfairly used to tease my mother that she was bad with houseplants, but it was a joke that like my father or my sister started, and I was like, haha, this is funny, so I jumped in on board. Probably not fair to my mom, but in hindsight, there was one instance where it made sense because we were all having dinner one time, and from where we ate dinner at the dinner table, you could see a piano that we had in the living room, and we once watched a plant jump off the piano. It was like, screw this, I'm out, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I just went from the very top, the flat top part of the piano, and just decided to take off and be like, nope, I'm done.
It's too bad. Suicidal plants is a very serious issue.
We had no other explanation. We were like, it's just, it had somewhere else it wanted to be, wasn't here, and we called it a good day. So, according to Drew Mega, indoor plants should be fine year-round, just need consistent watering and exposure to light. Okay. So you know how, like, they make the happy lights for folks who, like, need more sunlight in their life in general? Do they make plant lights now that actually emit more useful types of rays to them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh. What's the hydroponics? Is that a thing? I think
that's a word.
Yeah, I think that's for growing things inside, right?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Not a scientist.
Either that or it's where you use water to learn how to read. Hydroponics.
Hooked on hydroponics.
1-800-ABCDEFG. That's the part where you're underwater. The hydro part. Nice shot.
Thank you.
Let's see. Coffee and Adderall. Breakfast of Champions says Link. Link also said it was easier to keep my plants outside. Gotcha.
My favorite houseplant story. One year we were at my grandma and grandpa's house for Thanksgiving, and someone was at near the kitchen sink prepping the mashed potatoes. I don't know what part in prepping the mashed potatoes, but they were there, and there was a houseplant on the windowsill above the sink, and it fell off the windowsill and into the mashed potatoes.
Oh no!
And so, like, potted soil got all in the mashed potatoes. And so, for a joke for years and years, and probably has been referenced even recently, when making mashed potatoes, one is requested to, of course, leave out the dirt, please.
Please. We found that we didn't like the extra crunch the soil provided. Well, after all, potatoes are a root plant. So, you were trying to return the mashed potatoes home.
It's their natural environment.
Oh my gosh, that sucks. And so I assume you had no mashed potatoes that summer, or that Thanksgiving, rather.
Yeah, I believe so. I think we did without.
You didn't, like, scrape off the top layer or something like that?
Yeah, I'm not actually sure.
Nobody will notice this garnish. Gross. Oh crap.
Gotcha.
Sorry, that was a drop. That was not an oh crap. That was definitely a drop.
Yeah, you're just passing it back. I had a pretty good shot. If I was a little bit more centered, it would have gone in.
So does anyone have a favorite type of house plant? Because a lot of the plants that I see in your house they're of what I described, the green leafy variety. And, like, they don't bear flowers or anything. It's just leaves. Green.
Oh. Yeah, but they do have a good variety, and I don't know the names of them. I have some favorites, but I'd have to take you to them and be like, I like this one. So I'm going to be no help in this situation. But we do have some that have flowered, including one that I do know the name of, which is a Christmas cactus. And sure enough, it bloomed right around Christmas time. I think that's why it's called a Christmas cactus.
Oh, geez. Ooh, that was a little dicey right there.
A little too close.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have a come from behind victory, which is always exciting, right?
That's a good one.
But also avoid a first hour overtime, which is always kind of annoying because then we miss timelines and such. So that was pretty good. I'm happy with that.
Not bad.
You are one of life's winners.
Thank you, Bob. Good morning to Bob. It is good to see you. Sports.gaming MVP, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 3 shots. Nice work.
Thank you.
It is now 6:25 West Coast time, 9:25 out east, and it is 2:25 for those watching GMS in the UK. Link says, I love having love lies. Also, I mainly grow herbs, though. I made a carrot fries yesterday in the Instapot. No, Instapot. The instant
air fryer?
That one, too. The instant air fryer. The Instapot. Pressure cooking fries. And I used a whole bunch of herbs for the first time in, like, my adult life.
Congrats.
Do you know they make something called chili powder? That's not an herb, is it? That's a spice.
No. Yeah.
I'm basically a chef now. They were
Well
pretty
done.
okay. So,
Nice.
salt, pepper. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think there was a single herb in there. I think it was all spices.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's a step in the right direction.
I cooked
Also
my
big
own.
fan of salt and pepper.
I cooked my own food, Shawn. Be proud of me.
you.
Thank you. Oh, good. Link says, "Hefty, I'm worried." Nah, you shouldn't be. I can feed myself now.
It's okay, Link. You get used to it.
Let's get the news. Here's hashtag video game expert Shawn.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 10th, 2023, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. I have great news. There were so many stories, I had to cut one today.
Oh, no.
So I'm not going to tell you about the new Switch controller that looks like a GameCube controller. Instead, I'm going to talk about digital sales on the PlayStation 5.
What? I like the other one better.
That was pretty much the news, though. There's a
Oh.
new Switch controller that looks like a GameCube controller. It's very cool. Big fan. I guess this isn't technically just on the PlayStation 5. This might be game sales all-encompassing. But the fact is that digital sales have accounted for an estimated 90% of games sold in the UK last year. So physical game sales are struggling, apparently. This is from Ryan Dinsdale of IGN. Physical game sales seem to be on the verge of being snuffed out, at least in the UK, as they accounted for only 10% of all games sold. This was originally reported by the BBC. The Digital Entertainment and Retail Association, ERA, said that 89.5% of games sold in the UK were digital downloads, while the remaining 10.5% were disc-based copies sold physically. Around 30% of total sales were also mobile sales, which of course can only be digital. Can't buy a physical app.
Well, of course, you know, I have my N-Gage, my Nokia N-Gage still, and that's where I just take a little chip and I throw it into it. So, you know, I'm still buying games for that all the time, Shawn.
Sure.
Is that my app?
That's your app.
Okay.
The major digital storefronts like Steam or the PlayStation Store don't typically share their exact figures. Given the estimates, the ERA chief executive Kim Bailey said the figures were the, quote, industry benchmark, end quote, meaning the 90% figure is likely accurate across the entire industry. There you go. Physical copies are dead. You heard it here first. Sorry you spent a little bit of extra money on that physical PlayStation 5. Me.
Actually, you make me think of something. I was ready to wrap this one up, but I thought of something as you said that. I use GameFly, and their whole thing is definitely not digital sales. It's renting physical copies of the games.
Right.
So as I kind of venture into the PlayStation 5 possibility, like I was still going to plan to get one with the CD slot because I'm still using GameFly. It makes me wonder if GameFly's business model could ever pivot, but I don't have a clue how they would ever let you borrow digital copies. So.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely some infrastructure there that doesn't exist yet. But I don't think that. I think this will be a slow process, probably over the course of the next couple generations of consoles, because people will really have a hard time fully giving up physical copies of games. And even now, the ratio of games that are available physically versus all the games that are available is just changing over time with indie games and games that just never get physical releases. So I think this is something that is going to be a slow change. So you're probably good for some time. And I personally like having the physical PS5 because games that I really enjoy, I'll still get physical copies of. Like I bought the physical copy of God of War Ragnarok just because I have all of the other God of Wars physically. I wanted the actual physical disc. So I think there's quite a while before we go fully digital, but apparently in some areas, especially in the UK, it's coming. In our next news story, Forza Horizon 5 creative director and 5 other Playground staff members have left to start a new studio, and they're going to, quote, build premium open world games, end quote. This is from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. 6 total Playground Games employees, including the creative director of the latest Forza game, have left the studio to form their own. The new studio is called Maverick Games, and the team there is already working on a new premium open world game for consoles and PC. The studio is not connected to Microsoft's Xbox umbrella of studios. The creative director, Mike Brown, is leading Maverick and is joined by Playground's former lead producer, Tom Butcher, who is the new studio's executive producer, former technical director, Matt Craven, who is Maverick's chief technical officer, and former technical art director, Gareth Harwood, who is now content director. Harwood is joined in that position by Fraser Stachin, former Playground audio director, and Ben Penrose, a former art director at Playground. They say, quote, our goal is for Maverick Games to be a studio people will love. Good, that's a good goal. For players, we're already at work on an exciting ultra high quality title, and for developers, we're building a home where everyone is encouraged to take risks, be curious, be creative, be innovative, be themselves, and above all, be a Maverick.
Oh, I get it, because
It's the name of the studio. So we'll keep an eye out for Maverick Games in the future. I'm sure it'll be a while before we hear anything solid from this open world game that they're creating. But in 2 years when we hear about it, I'll totally remember that we talked about Maverick Studios on January 10th, 2020.
Be a Maverick.
I won't forget. Be a Maverick. Speaking of studios making open world games, actual segue, Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann is intrigued by Elden Ring's storytelling. He says that he's interested in games that, quote, trust their audience to figure things out, end quote. This is from Logan Plant of IGN. Plant, it's Houseplant Day. Logan Houseplant. Nice. We have talked about Naughty Dog and the fact that they're making a new type of multiplayer game, and we don't really know exactly what that's going to look like in the Last of Us universe. But the fact that he seems to be taking some inspiration from Elden Ring. He says, quote, I'm more recently intrigued by stuff like Elden Ring and Inside that doesn't rely as much on traditional narrative to tell its story. Some of the best storytelling in The Last of Us is in the cinematics, but a lot of it is in gameplay and moving around the space. The understanding the history of the space just by looking at it and examining it. To me, right now, that's some of the best joy I get out of games that trust their audience to figure things out. Games that don't hold your hand, that's the stuff I'm really intrigued by going forward. Interesting.
I mean, from what I've seen of The Last of Us, I mean, why wouldn't you think that translating some of those, what's the words I'm looking for, like assets, some of those techniques, you know, that Elden Ring provides in their storytelling to a game like The Last of Us or whatever comes next, like, okay, sure. But I'm more intrigued by the multiplayer. I can't get that out of my mind since you had that story like last week. But apparently I have to still wait billions of years until I actually get to see what it's going to look like. So
who knows? But the show is starting this weekend, so there has been some speculation, and by speculation I mean fans really hoping this is true, that we'll hear more about the game in tandem with the show starting. So who knows? We'll see soon. Maybe. And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment, where we take a look at what is out today, like Archipelago out on PC, and Gellerhorn out on PC, and The Dreamland out on PC, and Rogue Kenny Z out on PC. Rogue Kenny's, it's all one word too. Rogue Kenny's.
and it ends in a capital Z.
Capital Z. Who knows? And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to BC Bill out on PC.
BC Bill.
BC Bill.
It stands for
Assuming he's a caveman.
It's actually a Ben Carter Bill.
Oh, Ben Carter
Yeah,
Bill.
just like J.K. Simmons.
Fun fact, his middle name is Carter.
Congratulations, BC Bill. It is our GMS name of the morning on a day where we had such wonderful selections like Expelago. Exapelago. Anyway, there was a whole bunch of names that we could have chosen. We decided to go with BC Bill. It is our name of the morning, could become name of the month. And if it does, you have a chance to win it as a Patreon subscriber. Please be on the lookout later today, as we had Patreon subscribers win the November name of the month. And now we're going to throw up the opportunity to win the December name of the month. So if you are in our Patreon-only chat on Discord, congratulations to Link and Dungeon Meowster KJ, as you have won a copy of A Little to the Left, which is available for both Switch and Steam. So let us know which platform you want to have that game on, and we'll see if we can pass that along to you. And then if you want to win the December name of the month, which was Headbangers in Holiday Hell, we should have that posted sometime later today. Be on the lookout as well for our Fulfillment Appreciation Name of the Month giveaway happening sometime in the month of January. You can find out more about our Patreon at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. Thanks for the news, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good news that we're still here, and we're having a good time on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Coming up in about 10 minutes from now, we will have birthdays, this day in gaming history. So excited about that. We also will tell you the story next hour of some men who visit all 7 continents in under 4 days, which breaks a world record. So that's exciting. In just a moment, we have another news story for you as well. Want to look at some of the comments whilst we were in the news. Drew Mega and Link both alluded to liking the physical copies, which I understand why people do. The benefits of not having them, I'm pro, because of, you know, we don't have to manufacture something in that point. But at the same time, I had a really hard time getting away from physical tickets to sporting events as a sports fan. And so I completely understand why people still want physical copies. I think it'll be neat to see, like, what kind of, like, third-party, like if you're an artist, right? Could you make something cool for people who want to have a physical copy whenever they, like, don't exist anymore, to still make them, like, collector's items? And I wonder if you'd have to have licensing and stuff for that. That might be kind of a bummer. They might gatekeep that.
Right. Well, there have been discussions, specifically I remember Podcast Beyond from IGN, which is at the time was a lot of the founders of Kind of Funny were at IGN and were on Podcast Beyond, where they talked about PlayStation stuff. And when digital games became more popular, their thought was if they really wanted to drive this, there'd be some sort of price discrepancy there, where at the time physical games were $60, they could easily have made digital games $50 or even $55, just something to show that difference in production, physical versus digital, to help drive that movement. And that's never really happened consistently outside of sales. So, and that's just the standard now. Now we've been doing it so long, it'd be unusual for new games to be different, physical versus digital. So I don't think it'll happen. But I think that's part of why it's been so slow is, well, you could buy the digital game for $60 or the physical game for $60. Well, I want the disc, so I'll just get the disc.
Drew Mega adds, well, Elden Ring and other Souls games are great because much of the storytelling you discover as you play through the game and uncover the lore from things like objects acquired. The more you explore, the better. Ooh. Drew Mega stumbled across a nice rhyme. The more you explore, the greater the lore. Here's Bear Bear.
Nice.
You get an assist on that one, Drew Mega. It wasn't a typical Bear Bear rhyme, but it rhymed, and we got to say hi to Bear Bear. I think we kind of checked the box. Let's go.
It's poetry at work day.
We're at work. That was poetry.
Done.
Bear Bear is fair. That would be Bear Bear's political campaign slogan. Let's get the news.
You can news if you
This is
wanna.
the story we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. It's about deer, which for a long time, when we did at this hour stories, especially when Mike was with us, we had a lot of deer-related stories. Like, it seemed like there was a time of year where they were just constantly doing some sort of shenanigan. This one from Ben Hooper of UPI. Security cameras rolling at a Minnesota butcher shop when a deer crashed through the front door and ran wild in the business. The person who owns this butcher shop said that she and her daughter were in the back room at the business when the doe crashed through the glass door. Quote from the shop owner, someone said, "Doe! A deer!" That's not true. Let's make it up. That didn't happen. They posted a video on the business Facebook page showing the deer running wild inside the store. The deer kicked a hole in the wall, knocked over some plants.
Houseplants.
Not appreciating the plants that day. Before exiting through the shattered door. Oh, it says they were business plants, Shawn, not house plants.
Oh, perfect.
Business plants. Quote, "This was truly an ordeal, and I am really not sure who was more scared at the time, me or the deer, but it was a pretty terrifying experience overall. Other than a smashed door, a hole in the wall, and a few broken plants, everything else came out unscathed, and I am thankful, because it could have been so much worse, not only with damages, but potentially could have seriously hurt someone." The owner wrote.
Yeah, I watched the video while we were talking about it, and yeah, the deer just bursts through the door at full speed and then runs through the room and smashes into the wall on the other side, and then looks obviously stunned, kind of confused, and jumps against one of the walls. There's a window, and so I think it was trying to like get out through the window, but missed horribly and just smashed into the wall a couple times, and then just got up and walked out. It's very good. It's a very good video, worth checking out.
You can find in the link we provided from UPI. I think it was trying to save all of its friends, because it is a butcher shop. Right.
Yep.
Here's the plan, Timmy. We're going to fly straight through the door, go straight to the back, we'll open it up, and everyone will run away. Spoiler alert, that did not happen.
It didn't happen.
We forgot to mention Hamster Playground coming up in the final hour crew today. We still don't think that there's going to be any new achievement possibilities. Like, we're not going to have any more quests or anything like that. But we are still trying to build out our full-blown hamster force.
Yeah.
I need, like, I think 2 more levels of XP to get my 5th hamster. I'm open. Ow. I just tried to back up to get a different angle, and someone, it was like a deer running through a butcher shop, just rammed me in the back. hurt. Link says, I miss being a part of the FHC. We miss you as well. But keep in mind, you can always enjoy the FHC after the fact, whether you watch on demand, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Gaming, or you can take us as a podcast to go to GamingMorningShow.tv. Sorry, not GamingMorningShow.tv. Just go to Gaming Morning Show, search that phrase on your favorite podcast spot, and you should be able to find us. You just stood there. Let it crawl towards you. That was great. Good morning, I am JF Downs, head of cartography and diagramography on this morning radio show that plays games. It's good to see you. There was a film called G-Force about an army of hamsters. There was. I do remember that movie. And how do you... Downs has like an extensive knowledge of movies. Which I find interesting because, to my knowledge, also, Downs doesn't watch a ton of movies. Or am I making that up, Downs? You've actually seen most of these movies.
I think I like it better if Downs has this knowledge of movies but doesn't actually watch any of them. He just knows they all exist.
I just want to imagine Downs, especially back in the physical copy era, could just hold the DVD up to his forehead and then would unlock the whole storyline that way. That's the wrong way. Drew says, that deer had no fear. Drew's continuing poeticness this morning. The deer had no fear as it veered through the carcasses of dead deer.
Aw.
That's a little rough. True, though, it was a butcher shop. I'll take you to the butcher shop. Did you notice my epic save?
I did. I was there.
I was very proud.
Saw
of
it
myself.
firsthand.
Nice, good follow. Good follow.
Stout.
Good follow.
Some stout defense in this game. On both sides.
A pitching duel, if you will. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Shawn? Oh, nice try. Nice try.
So close.
Oh, hang on. May have been gerbils, thus the G-force. Oh. So Downs lied to us.
Not. Downs lied to us. We need H-force.
Hamster Force. Da, 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 da. Don't know why that's their theme song. But
I think that was the American Gladiator song.
dun, dun, dun,
Wow.
dun, dun. Hamster Force. Dun, 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 dun. Guinea pigs. Okay, so we went through a wide range of guessing their Downs. Downs opened up by saying there was a film called G-Force about an army of hamsters and said, oh, hang on, they might have been gerbils, thus the G, and now closes out with, nope, turns out they were guinea pigs. I think we both tried to jump over each other. Some of this elite gameplay that Hefty Goof can provide. Ah, it's the wrong way. All right, we got a birthdays this day in gaming history coming up, so if you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know. See if Shawn has a chance to play lawsuit or not a lawsuit with this day in gaming history. See if we learn anyone in the celebrity world's middle name today.
My guess is yes.
Or if somebody was on Friends. Oh, but Downs did say they did meet a hamster, so that's basically like maybe the hamster's like the Green Ranger in Power Rangers eventually becomes part of the cast.
Could be. And then a spin-off featuring all hamsters.
Exactly. That's H-Force, like you said earlier. And then, of course, Iguana Force.
The Force.
Jackalope Force.
J-Force.
And then Kangaroo
Flamingo
Force.
The Force.
6:49. We appreciate you being here. How do you feel about houseplants? Do you appreciate them? Is it technically, was it Houseplant Appreciation Day? Is that what today is?
National Houseplant Appreciation.
Day. Okay. So don't let your deer run through, butcher shops, destroying all your business plants, okay? Even though it's Houseplant Appreciation Day, it's important to take care of your business plants, too. Yeah, I have a business plant in the studio, actually. Produces snowflakes.
I don't think that's how snowflakes or plants work.
It's a snowflake plant.
Oh.
Here, let me pick something off my Dr. Squatch tree.
Oh, it's ripe.
Oh, yeah, that's cool citrus right off the vine. Ooh, it's factory sealed, too. That's nice of the plant. Keeps things fresh. I also apparently have a cup out here. I don't know. That's not supposed to be out here. I'll put it over here so I take it inside. There you go. All right. It's 6:50 West Coast time. It's 9:50 out east. It is 2:50 for those watching GMS in the UK. Down says Eddie Murphy has made 4 movies featuring a hamster.
Nice.
Wasn't that Dr. Dolittle?
Yeah, he was in 2 of those. So that's 2 right there. I'm sure there was a hamster in Dr. Dolittle.
So you're saying there's more than just that? Was Eddie Murphy in the G-Force movie? Now I'm confused. Interesting. Good morning and nice chat to Austin Attack 12. It is good to see you.
Nice chat.
Austin will be streaming later today, typically around 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time. So, 2 Dr. Dolittle and 2 Nutty Professors. There was a hamster in the Nutty Professor movies? I'm so confused.
I'd believe it.
All right, let's do birthdays to stay in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know because Shawn and I would like to celebrate with you. We do have celebrity birthdays, as I mentioned. There is a singer on this list, and the singer sang songs that many of you might know about. But not the one that I'm going to think of after I tell you that Rod Stewart turned 78 today.
Nice. Rod Stewart's only Grammy win came in 2015.
How many nominations? Grammys edition. Hit the music.
This is not where I thought this was going. I didn't even think of this as a possibility. I didn't know I'd have to play this game. Because, I was thinking of that. I think it's a Bryan Adams song from the Three Musketeers soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not I Would Do Anything for Love. That's Meatloaf. But it's like, because it's all for one and all for love. That was not Rod Stewart, right? That was Bryan Adams.
I believe you're right.
And to my knowledge, Bryan Adams and Rod Stewart are different people.
I've never seen them in the same place at the same time. But for now, we'll have to assume they're different
I
people.
don't think that's true. I think they actually had a duet one time.
But I've never seen it.
I don't know. I'll go with Downs' guess. 15 Grammy nominations for Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart has 1 win on 15 nominations.
Oh, you cheated, Downs.
Correct. You are a genius.
You cheated, Downs. There's no way you knew 15. Are you serious? You guessed, says Downs. Downs says, I guess.
Good. It's a good guess. He did get it in there pretty quick after we started the game.
Wow. Well, congratulations, Downs.
You can lose if you wanna.
Okay. You can lose if you want to. That's fine.
Yes.
All right, whatever. Attack 12 says Bryan Adams, the writer of the hit smash banger of a soundtrack for Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron? Yes, one of the same. What? Spirit Stallion of the... Is that the show that, or the movie that the Spirit TV show was based off of? Or is that a different Spirit?
I have no idea.
How is it that we are learning so much in real time? I just got to write these down now.
We're learning a lot about Bryan Adams. Oh,
On Rod Stewart's
the Bryan Adams song I'm thinking of is "I Do It For You," which was on Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Was Bryan Adams on both of those soundtracks?
Maybe.
Three Musketeers, the one with Chris O'Donnell. 1994, probably Disney.
All for Love. Are you ready for this? All for Love from the Three Musketeers, sung by Bryan Adams, Sting, and Rod Stewart.
I was right! Let's go! Oh, because they're the Three Musketeers of music.
It all makes sense.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Austin wants us to play the best soundtrack of all time. No, now wants us to play the Bugle? Rod Stewart's birthday has brought me so much joy.
So there's two songs. Oh, two songs? Yeah. There's a bunch of. He wrote like the entire soundtrack for
Which one?
Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron.
Bryan Adams did?
Yeah. Run Free, You Can't Take Me, Get Off My Back. This Is Where I Belong. Sound the Bugle. That's a song.
All right, well,
I was assuming he just wrote like a song for it, but no, he wrote the whole damn album.
that's what you meant. I got you. I didn't understand what you were talking about, Austin. Austin said, sound the bugle now, play it just for me. And then said, I'm singing that soundtrack. I said that. Y'all think I was no, I didn't understand what you were saying. Now I do.
You were just screaming at us.
Why are you in all caps? Jeez.
But don't tell Austin.
My gosh. Good morning to Element of One. We're learning all about we're learning all about Bryan Adams
Nice chat.
on Rod Stewart's birthday this morning.
Happy birthday, Rod.
Yeah. Good job, Rod Stewart, having a birthday on this day of Bryan Adams. Apparently the best album of all time.
Can't wait to find out it's also Bryan Adams' birthday.
Musician Donald Fagen turned 75 today.
Donald was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame into the Rock Hall, as the cool kids call it, in 2001 with Steely Dan.
I'm happy Dan finally made it.
Just Steely Dan.
Steely Dan was a band.
Steely Dan.
I'm guessing Donald Fagen was part of Steely Dan.
Yes. He was one of the founders and keyboardists.
I liked Steely Dan.
Yeah. Steely Dan falls into that category of anytime it's on and I'm listening, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. But I would never like go grab the Steely Dan album and put it on.
Yeah, that one and Jethro Tull, they're both the same for me. It's like, yeah, I'll listen to the whole song if it pops on. Not to be confused, of course, with the Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron soundtrack. That thing's on my favorites list. By the way, coming up today at 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time, Austin streams the entire soundtrack to Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, and that's all that Austin's going to do later today. So I'm happy we could help you with programming, Austin Attack. That's the least we could do. Today, I like how they still say boxer George Foreman turned 74. I almost think of George Foreman now as the grill guy more than a boxer, but nonetheless, still 74.
Yep. And his fun fact, he won a gold medal at the 1968 Summer Olympics.
That was for boxing, not for grilling.
Correct. He won a gold medal in grilling in 1998.
The gold medallion, probably. Singer Shawn Colvin turned 67 today.
Shawn is originally from South Dakota.
Shawn went home to her favorite room. Sunny
South
sat
Dakota.
down in the kitchen.
Also in South Dakota.
But this is taking place. The setting of the song is South Dakota.
In South Dakota.
Actress Sarah.
Very redundant song.
Yeah, it is. They couldn't figure out rhymes with Dakota, so I would have recommended baking soda, but it's just me.
Did you just rhyme South Dakota with North Dakota?
Right? Are you talking about Fanning, Dakota? Actress Sarah Shahi. That's definitely not how you say Sarah's last
Shahi?
name. Shahi. Just like I said. Turns 43 today.
Sarah recently starred opposite Dwayne Johnson in the film Black Adam.
I'm sorry, actually, I was about to give a mispronunciation. I got to check the bylaws, though. It looks like I still only get mispronunciations for non-names.
Yeah, we get a name, or we get a pass for names unless it's an obvious one. That as soon as you're corrected, you go, "Oh, I should have known that."
Okay, then I'm happy we wrote those elaborate bylaws. It's important to have rules. Any other birthdays? Catch your fancy, whatever. Do you see any other birthdays?
Just some no longer with us birthdays. Roy E. Disney, brother of Walt, had a birthday on this day, and Jim Croce had a birthday on this day. You don't mess around with Jim.
Yeah, don't tug on Superman's cape. It's important.
Don't spit into the wind.
Pat Benatar, who I've seen in concert. It's the most random concert one of the most random concerts I've ever gone to. Hefty wife and I were at a fair, and it's like, well, we should see who's playing tonight. It was Pat Benatar, so we went and watched Pat perform. Turned 70 today.
Nice. Interesting placement. Below the fold.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So here's Cleveland.com's anatomy for what it's worth. They have all the above the fold, which is right underneath the headlines. Also, why does Rod Stewart get above the fold treatment, but Pat Benatar doesn't?
Yeah, that's
it's kind of apples and apples, right? But then they go into more celebrities with birthdays today, and then they go to other popular or historical birthdays.
which is usually people who are no longer with us. And then sports or science related birthdays, usually the pop artists one way or another are in the more celebrity birthdays.
You know, I'm beginning to think that this is like the with in opening credits for a movie. So they're actually more notable than the middle section. They just
And
get
also-
mentioned at the end. Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right, there's your birthdays. This day in gaming history, we start with 2002. You do not get a chance to play Lawsuit or Not Lawsuit. I'm so sorry.
I did it.
Does that
I
mean
didn't miss a single one.
Does mean you automatically win?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You can lose if you wanna.
I don't think Bob remembers his line for winning.
I think he just I think that's his favorite song.
Correct.
Fair enough. 2002, Sega releases the R-E-Z video game for the PlayStation 2 in the US. 3 years later, Nintendo releases The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap for Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, there's quite a few Game Boy Legend of Zelda games that are interesting.
It was the opposite of the Diminish Cap. It's just the Minish Cap. 2006, Capcom releases Mega Man X Collection for PlayStation 2 and GameCube.
Nice.
Diminish Cap. Instead of trying to lessen the effects of the achievements of Zelda, they decided to amplify them by putting on a Minish Cap. Minish. All right, next hour, list of the day. We're going to tell you 10 houseplant secrets nobody tells you, but we are.
And also this website.
Hopefully it's not a mashup of Sophisticated and Mom.
I don't think so. I think this one's better.
All right. We'll do that when we come back. Also, it turns out that Sports.Gaming may have added something to his song creation list. We'll tell you about that when we come back next hour. In addition to sports.
Sports.
Yeah, big storyline from yesterday's national title game. Well, national title event. was brutal. We'll tell you more about that when we come back. Thank you for being here. It's Shawn and Hefty, and it is Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. More Gaming Morning Show in a moment on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Coming up tonight, probably 5. I don't even know what time the game is.
It's between now and Thursday. So watch it in between there sometime.
Just watch the SEC championship game. It'll be basically the same thing. Just watch a replay.
Alexa, what time is the national championship game? Can somebody tell me? Did it answer? Anyone? Great. Yep.
It's at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Also, my Alexa sounds like my grandma.
Yeah.
Would you like some fresh baked cookies? Sure.
I would like that.
I've got these butterscotch in my pockets. I don't know how long they've been there. Would you like one?
These are Werther's original. No, really, like, Werther gave them to me. They've been around that long.
There's a guy named Werther. No idea.
Yeah, you might want to get like a security camera or something. Downs.
Yeah. Or a dog. Or literally anything. Or a bear.
A bear?
Does Bear have like a cousin in England that can come help?
I didn't know
Probably.
Bear was part of your security plan.
I mean,
you see him?
why else would you have a bear right outside your house?
True.
Downs, I think you just figured out what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to like break into people's houses and set up like their electronics and like clean, make them a nice meal.
Break in the night that daylight savings change happens and change all their clocks for them.
But you're in there every year, especially Alabama. So whatever happens, I'm fine with. Gabe, it was so much fun. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, Gabe celebrated a streamiversary this last weekend. So congratulations, 1 year, I do believe. And you can follow Gabe Pride on Twitch, twitch.tv/Gabe Pride. Really enjoy being able to hang out with Gabe whenever I can. It's a good time. A lot of Nintendo classics often, which is exciting. So yeah, please give Gabe Pride a follow on Twitch at twitch.tv/Gabe Pride. All right, let's do sports. Yesterday, we opened up the show talking about this. Last night's NFL game, the regular season finale was nuts. Just absolutely wacky. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. So last night, I'm on a 3-movie streak. 3-movie streak. Watched Matrix, whatever it's called, Resuscitations. That's not what it's called, but that's what it should be. The best Disney characters of all time. There's that. But there's other things, like having to watch certain cartoons, like Paw Patrol, over and over again. Like, I did not like Paw Patrol. Marshall's one of the worst cartoon characters of all time. Like, it just was not a fun experience. Perry Grip, it could be worse. You know, we used to have to listen to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on loop for 20, 30 minutes at a time. And it wasn't awful. Like, it wasn't an awful rendition of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but it was still Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So point being is when we found the Perry Grip stuff, pretty much everything on that playlist was enjoyable. I mean, Sports Talk Gaming and I agree, like, Lazy Harp Seal. That's a story right there. Reggie the Christmas Hamster changes your life, man. Changes your life. Hey, it's Brendan _ out. I'm scared. Is your Alexa on? Kyle, Lil Newt. Wait, what? My nephew is named after Isaac Newton. Really? That's what Brendan said earlier. Wow. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. But it doesn't matter because we won't be able to immortalize it by using easy to remember. Yeah, that's true. The easy remember acronym, for the record, is always in hard. It's always important to talk about hard. So, Superphonic.
Hello, FHC.
Knocks a door down and says, "Beat the meat." Well, let's see what happens. It's not, but that would have been hilarious. Also, Superphonic unexpectedly guessed that whole puzzle. I really wish. Like, that would be a perfect one. We'll take that clip.
Beating the heat.
Between two different things. Yeah, I'm thinking too much, I'm bursting at the seams.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, list of the day, and sports. Take Gaming Morning Show with you on Twitter Spaces. Find us at Watch GMS on Twitter and listen while scrolling your feed. Or try audio only on Twitch. It's all coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 2. Right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. Gaming Morning Show is on the air. It's good to see you. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. That is Sports.Gaming on the left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. We have 2 more hours remaining. Next hour, we'll play Hamster Playground as we try to assemble the ultimate hamster force.
H-Force.
I think we'll name it G-Force. Why not? That makes sense, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. We'll add that to the watch party list. Why not? Why not?
I mean, it can't be a worse movie than Ants.
It is good to see some fresh faces as we move into hour number 2. Good morning. It's good to see you.
Nice chat!
Dungeon Master KJ is checking in chat. It's Copia is also checking in chat. And of course, we encourage you to watch the show however you feel fit, including if you just want to lurk and listen. That is something that is definitely Gaming Morning Show friendly. I do have to smile, though, because Shawn is now going to cover a song from the album, the soundtrack to Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Which song is it? It looks like you're going to be doing You Can't Take Me.
You can't take me.
Interesting.
I'll listen to it right now.
All right, Shawn's going to take a listen. I'm going to pull up some lyrics. You can't take me, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Okay. You can't take me, yeah. Gotta fight another fight. I gotta run another night. I get it up, check it out. I'm on my way and I don't feel right. I gotta get me back. I can't be beat, and that's a fact. It's okay, I'll find a way. You ain't gonna take me down. No way. Whoa. Yeah.
It's very Bryan Adamsy. I can cover this for sure.
No, why do I keep going back to Meatloaf? I would do anything for love. It's all for one and all for love. That's the song I keep thinking of. All right. Look on it.
Doable.
Look for it on a Shawn cover near you. So, but it is good. We haven't had anything other than Ween Arena to play of your covers during breaks, so it'd be nice to have another song that we can.
Yeah.
Do you also have to make stallion noises in the background?
you know, Sleigh Ride that bands and orchestras perform. It was at an event we went to recently, and at the very end, the trumpet makes a horse sound.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that in the background.
Also, I love Foghat's cover of Sleigh Ride. Sleigh Ride. Take it. Jamaica says, my Alexa just said, sorry, I don't know the answer to that. Oh, yeah. During the break,
Alexa, cancel.
we showed clips from last January 10th. And that was one of the starts to Look It's Myco's stretch of making everyone's Alexa start saying things.
We have enough toilet paper.
So that was good. That was good. Yeah, we have sports coming up at 7:50 this morning. Kopi's answering our question of the day. How good are you with plants? Kopi said, I had one house plant. It's a cactus called Cacnea, after the Pokemon. I gave it to Sarah's sister because she is getting better. She is better with houseplants, but it needed the same amount of care that I give myself. So is it still with us? Hopefully. Down says, Alexa found the answer after a few attempts. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, January 10th, 2022. I think she started listening before the Alexa prompt. Gotcha. Ooh, do you have someone to introduce us to?
I don't know her name, but she has glasses and a hat.
It's not a fern.
It's a type of snake plant.
It's a snake plant.
Maybe.
I was gonna say that. This looks like one of those like toys that you buy and you push a button and it starts dancing.
Except the button is me holding.
Shawn's a button. A cute little button. Plants are great for mental health. I have heard that. Link's the one who said that. I have heard that plants are very good for mental health. Do you know why that might be? I've heard that. I just don't know why.
I think observing things, growing, and thriving, and being a part of that makes people happy.
I'm going to give you the lyrics one more time. Gotta fight another night. I gotta run another night. I get it up, check it out. I'm on my way, and I don't feel right. I gotta get me back. I can't be beat, and that's a fact. It's okay. I'll find a way. You ain't gonna take me down, no way. Whoa, yeah. And Downs asked, is that a song about a lady of the night? Downs, what lyric in there? What?
Yes.
Let's see the connection. But it definitely is. Yeah, absolutely. Link said, all I have is a sage plant. Kopi says, I love sage. Nom nom. Link said, I like basil more. By the way, we need to close the loop. I cooked carrot fries yesterday, by the way. Mm-hmm. And I used spices for the first time. In the first hour, Link said, Hefty, I'm worried. Don't you season your food? I think Link thinks I'm exaggerating, but that might have been one of the first times I've ever used that many spices in something. They were delicious, though. You want to try them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wings. No, not right now. I'll cook them for you later.
Okay.
Wings, carrot fries, beer. Sound good?
I like it.
Okay.
Wings.
Wings, carrot fries, sports. It's a new Buffalo Wild Wings slogan. So, Kopi did say Shawn is my button with a heart. So, it's still with us. The plant, Kopi says, it was looking sorry in the garden center, so we nursed it back to health. Oh, you saved it. You adopted the plant.
Nice. Plant rescue.
Won't you adopt me?
No, Bob. Kopi I think Bob's really wanting to get adopted.
Yeah. Also, he wants the news if he wants to.
That's only for winners. only do it if you're a winner. Would you use one of your sound effects and read Austin screaming at us, please?
Her all caps?
Yeah, we've learned that that's not her like yelling at us. That's just her screaming.
Spirit is a wild stallion, and he gets captured by people and forced across the west to a place where white people did the west stuff, and he teams up with a captured Native American, and they bust their way out of there and become unlikely friends.
You need to step away from me when you use the megaphone. It's for it hurts so hard.
It was an important announcement.
Copia says it sounds, well,
like a classic track.
Oh, Copia says, sorry, could you repeat that a little bit louder? Please don't. We have
can.
we have too many headphone warning fines from this show that I don't think I can withstand another one. A little louder for the people in the back. What are you faking? Oh, nice. Oh, that would have been sick.
That would have been really cool.
Sorry, I'm deaf in one ear. Couldn't hear you. That was as loud as possible. My brain is shaking now. That's how I got tinnitus. Good news and bad news. Good news, did not hear that that ringing sound for the second consecutive night, which is good, right? However, I did hear it randomly in the middle of the day, but it was not the same ringing noise as those at the hotel and Airbnb. So I think it was just regular ear ringing, not tinnitus. Hopefully. I don't know what regular tinnitus is supposed to sound like or whatever, but I think it was just your standard run-of-the-mill ear ringing.
Yeah, I'm sure you're fine.
Austin has more information, so after this game, we'll go back to the megaphone, and we'll learn more about Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Soundtrack made almost entirely by Bryan Adams, apparently, on this Rod Stewart's birthday. Okay, I have actually a legitimate question. Do Rod Stewart and Bryan Adams at all look the same, or am I just grouping them because they once both had longer hair?
They're completely different.
Do either of them look like Michael Bolton?
Not really.
Okay.
But if I had to pick one to look more like Michael Bolton, it would be Bryan Adams, but no, not good.
Ow! Me and our opponent hit each other right in the face, and we missed the ball and bounced off of each other. We must have hit each other with equal force. Oh, that would have been sick.
That was nice.
Their voices can sound similar, I think-ish. Okay. Well, clearly, because, you know, they sang that song with Sting as well, the Three Musketeers of Music, as they're commonly referred to.
Sting is kind of the outlier there, isn't he?
I mean, of those three, for sure, but, like, I'm trying to think of a Sting ballad. Did Sting have a ballad? Because Bryan Adams and Rod Stewart I associate heavily with ballads.
Oh, that's gonna go. That's gonna go. Get there. Get there.
Nice. Sniped! I am JF Down says, I mean, it's better he fell in love with Girl Horse than Native American, where I originally thought this story was going. No, oh my gosh. I'm going to quit reading anything about Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, until we have a chance to hear this next phase of Austin screaming the plot, which is now apparently going to be a points redemption on Austin's channel, where Austin will now scream the plot of movies to you. I mean, did it get any awards, Austin?
Clinically acclaimed.
Trying to think. Austin has some, like, favorite things of all time. I'm trying to figure out if Austin would watch this movie over some of her other favorite things of all time. Would you watch a Harry Styles televised concert or Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron first?
What if they remade Spirit, and instead of Bryan Adams doing the entire soundtrack, it was Harry Styles?
I think Austin would literally be deceased. Austin attack. if they remade the movie and Harry Clarence Styles sang the entire soundtrack the way that Bryan Adams did for the original, would you be able to survive? Ooh, Downs brings up another good one. Spirit or Balto?
Can we get a damn movie with friendly wolves, please?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That's why Austin's been gone for so long. I don't think I want you to read that one.
Here, I'll read it.
Funk!
Got it.
Perfect. This is where our radio show needs a little bit of a visual component. Basically, our mod's gone rogue and is cussing all the way in chat. Hi. All right, we got a list of the day coming up. 10 houseplant secrets nobody told you until now. All right, we did it. Are we 3 for 3 today?
No, we lost our second one.
Oh, shut up, Shawn.
But we're
You
2
can
for 3.
news if you wanna!
Another MVP round for Shawn. 2 goals, 1 assist, 4 shots. Cracked. All right. 7:26 West Coast time. It's 10:26 out east. It's 3:26 for those watching this show that talks about Spirit, the Stallion of Cimarron, and plays games in the UK. I'm going to move a little further away. We first told you part of the pilot of this via the shouting that Austin does. Now Austin would like you to go ahead and add some more context to the story. I'm going to step away. Just give me a second.
Boy, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, so just give me a second. Not yet. I'm not ready. Go.
And Spirit falls in love with the girl horse, obviously, because you can't have a movie without a straight horse romance, and the village gets raided, and then the girl horse gets hurt, and Spirit gets captured again. And he has to lift a train up over a mountain with a bunch of other horses, but then Spirit realizes what they're doing with the train, and he bursts out of there, and the train falls down the mountain and catches the forest on fire. Then Spirit gets stuck on a tree, and he's gonna die, but then Little Creek was following him, and he saves him, and then they run away together, and Spirit lets him ride him for real for the first time, and then the main bad guy chases them to a cliff, and Spirit makes this wild jump, and the bad guy just nods to him like he won. He was like...
My ears are bleeding. Goodbye, Link.
Whew. That was a lot of work.
We have to do lists of the day, Austin.
Oh, this one ends in the end.
Okay.
Then they go off and go back to a new village, and guess what? The girl horse is okay. She's alive. And then Little Creek is sad, but then he knows Spirit is too wild to stay with them, so he lets them both go. The end.
Give me a thumbs up if it's safe. All right, cool. Woof. My ears are no longer bleeding. They colluded. Isn't that what blood does?
Sure.
That's not it. It's not colluded. It's
Collided.
whatever. All right.
Coagulated.
Drew Macon just said, "Can you tell the story of your sister wives in that voice?" You know, it sounds like Austin's at least understanding what we're doing right now, like the whole plot of Spirit, Stallion of Cimarron. So maybe if we do it through the megaphone, it'll work out.
Maybe.
Maybe. More of your comments in a moment. Quiet I'm Gaming says, who do I go to for my workers' comp claim on my bleeding ears? Please send that complaint straight to twitch.tv/AustinAttack12. She'll pay all the bills. So.
Yes.
Nice chat.
All right, let's see. This is a list of the day, 10 houseplant secrets nobody tells you. We're asking you today, in this morning radio show that plays games. It's National Houseplant Appreciation Day. So how good are you with houseplants? Nice chat as well.
Nice chat.
To Hey, it's Brendan TTV. Thank you for being here. Shout out to my bonsai Steve. I thought we would have perished, but for some reason, he is still alive.
That bonsai tree clearly says, do not resuscitate.
Well, hopefully that stays that way, Brendan. Hopefully. All right. This is from gardenista.com.
Nice.
Gardenista.com. Sophista plant. 10 things nobody tells you about houseplants from Michelle Slatala, November 2019. So this is just a couple years old. How complicated could it be to keep a houseplant alive? Question mark. This is the question you ask yourself in the plant shop when you buy your first succulent, cactus, fern, or fiddle leaf fig tree. Hey, Shawn.
Yeah.
Did you know fig trees have wasps in them?
Heard that before.
1.
All right, here's your tip. Top 10 houseplant secrets nobody tells you. Buy plants in pairs, just like you do cats. You can't control your houseplant's life before you buy it, and sometimes by the time you bring it home, it's already sick. It may be infested with tiny bugs, it may be suffering from root rot, just the name of my band in high school, if it was overwatered, or it just may be a finicky type, like Begonia rex. Double your odds of success by buying houseplants in multiples of 2. Worst case scenario, they both thrive. Are you anticipating one dying? Is that what I read?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Okay.
2.
Number 2, some plants don't crave sunshine. Plenty of plants can thrive in a dark apartment. Many of them hail from tropical climates or rainforests where they grow beneath other plants or tree canopies. For a list of favorites, you can see it in the list once we provide it in the chat.
3.
A 3 is a plant. These ads got to stop loading. A plant that drops all its leaves may still be healthy. Oh, yeah, it's shedding. It's wintertime. No, summertime. It's getting hot, so it just starts to drop some of the leaves.
Winter coat.
Yeah. Some houseplants that grow from bulbs can go dormant for a season, dropping their leaves and dying back. It's just the way it works.
4.
Number 4, a cactus can like cold weather. The conventional wisdom is that cacti like it hot because they come from the desert, where there is beating sun and... Hold on, make this window bigger so I can see the whole thing. There's more here. Here we go. Beating sun and baking temperatures, but those temperatures drop when the sun goes down, and at night a desert can be quite cold. To keep your potted cacti happy indoors, put it in a sunny but cool spot.
Beating sun and baking temperatures was also the name of my band in high school.
5.
Houseplants are allergic to dust. Unfortunately, the same dust that settles on your computer screen also settles on your plants.
Oh no.
Sorry, it's a little dusty in here. I'm getting a little emotional. Inhibits the leaves from properly photosynthesizing. Nice. Dusting houseplants can be accomplished with a damp cloth and some patience. Why would they leave the doctor's office to come over and help you dust your plants?
6.
Number 6, houseplant ailments can be contagious to other plants. After you use clippers, pruners, or hand trowels, clean them with rubbing alcohol to sterilize them. That way you'll avoid transferring bacteria or bugs from one houseplant to another.
7.
Plants need babysitters, believe it or not. Plants can't water themselves. This is 10 houseplant secrets nobody tells you.
Nobody tells you.
If somebody hasn't told you that plants can't water themselves,
It's a secret.
got some problems. Make sure they'll be taken care of when you are not home. If you plant it, it will water.
8.
Number 8, houseplants would rather live outdoors than in. There's no such thing as a houseplant. After all, just outdoor plants forced into living indoors in pots. Some will put up with indoor conditions better than others, but in general, all plants prefer higher humidity levels and increased circulation. When weather cooperates, bring them outside to soak up fresh air and dappled sunshine.
I don't want to go inside. I'm an outside plant. Get back in your
Not anymore,
pot.
you're not.
Get back in your pot. Shut up.
Enjoy your hat, houseplant.
There is no spoon.
9.
The best months to buy houseplants at IKEA are... Wait a second. Is this a whole ploy to get us to go to IKEA? I'm watching you, Gardenista. 4 times a year, IKEA puts new plant introductions as well as seasonal plants. Those are February, April, August, and October. So if you're looking for something new and different and the freshest plants, these are the months to pay a visit.
Nice.
10.
Number 10, green succulents are easier to grow than gray ones. The greener their leaves, the greater chances that they'll survive inside. Pass up the gray ones, the blue ones, and the purple ones, and head straight for the bright green leaves.
Okay. I think there were some definite facts in there that people did know. I don't think those were 10 secrets that nobody tells you. I think there were some that people knew.
Secrets. Those were secrets.
You can get all these secrets at the Secret Garden if you want to. It's a book. Austin says a vegan wrote this. Copia said having a bad fatigue day, so we'll be lurking, listening. Lots of love, everyone. Thank you for being here. But Down says this is one hell of an upsell. Buy 2 cars in case you crash one. So you buy 2 plants in case, you kill one. So, yeah. All right, Shawn will be back in just a touch. I'm Hefty Goof. I will take you up until the top of the hour. Coming up in the final hour crew, we are going to play Hamster Playground. So we'll see how our G-Force hamsters are doing in just a little bit. Thank you for being here. Dungeon Master KJ also had to take off to the office. Have a great day. Thank you. Copia did pose a question. Do fig trees have wasps in them, or do wasps have fig trees on them? I think it's safe to say that the wasps are in the figs, but those are on the fig tree. I think that cleared it up. Good morning. Nice chat this morning to Keith Anthony.
Nice chat.
I appreciate being here. We just gave you secrets to houseplants. This is National Houseplant Appreciation Day. How good are you with your houseplants? I told the story first hour of how my mother was teased quite a bit, and I joined in on this. I was not innocent from the teasing, that she was not very good with houseplants. And then one day we were all eating dinner with an eye shot and earshot of the piano on which there was a plant. And then we were just sitting there eating dinner, and all of a sudden the plant fell off the piano. The pot broke open, and the plant was gone. I don't remember a lot of ghost-like activity in my original house, so I do think that this plant was like, nah, I can't take this anymore, and then just left us. So it was a sad moment, but maybe indicative of my mom's care for plants. This is from nationaltoday.com, by the way. By mid-January, most of our various holiday decorations and Christmas trees have made their way out of our homes. National Houseplant Appreciation Day is on January 10th. And it reminds us that we don't have to lose the freshness and vibrancy the plants bring to our homes just because the holidays have drawn to a close. If you have the post-holiday blues, this is the perfect chance for you to brighten up your house with a lovely plant that you can enjoy all year long. The houseplants do more than just bring a splash of green into our homes, and National Houseplant Appreciation Day is all about raising awareness of the numerous benefits of tending an indoor plant. Houseplants convert carbon dioxide into oxygen for us to breathe, improving the air quality in your home. Plants also release moisture into the air, conditioning it with refreshing humidity that can actually make your house feel cooler. What's more, many houseplants are easy to care for and have an array of household uses that help you save money. Whether your green thumb has driven you to a mass and impressive indoor garden, or you're just kicking around the idea of a low-maintenance cactus for your desk, it's time to roll up your sleeves and join us in bringing the outdoors inside on National Houseplant Appreciation Day. There you go. Keith says, great, because all mine are fake and just for decorations. Austin also can't do plants. The plant said no more, said Brendan. Yes, that is true. The plant was like, I'm out. Peace. Did you really say, though, Brendan, that you have a bonsai named Steve? It's a great plant name. I'd like to introduce you to my plant. My plant's name is Steve. Steve is a generally good name, so nice work. A good pet name, too, for what it's worth. This is my cat, Steve. Like it.
You can news if you wanna.
All right, here's the story that we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games, and that is one of folks who have visited all 7 continents and did so in a record-setting time. This follows the story we told you last hour of the deer that ran through the butcher shop in Minnesota. Ben Hooper of UPI writes, a pair of Indian men broke a Guinness World Record by visiting all 7 continents in 3 days, 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 4 seconds. The pair set out for Antarctica on December 4th and completed their journey when they arrived in Melbourne, Australia on December 7th. The men beat the previous record of 3 days, 14 hours, 46 minutes, and 48 seconds, which was set by a woman from the UAE. The record breakers said they do not expect their title to last. Quote, today we might be successful in breaking a record. Tomorrow, someone else will break our record. Records are meant to be broken. So, all right, there you go. That is the story that we're tracking at this hour on this morning radio show that plays games. Let's see. I have a Jack Russell named Sam, says Keith Anthony. That's a good one. Like Scuba Steve, said Element of One. Scuba Steve. I can't go to an IKEA without my wife buying a new Fejka. Is that a ficus plant? Is that how you say that? It's not Fejka plant, I don't believe. I believe it's a ficus plant, but I could be wrong. Steve is actually in frame when I stream. He sits in the front window. Oh, really? You co-stream with Steve. The reason we had Bob learn about the bonsai tree that we referenced earlier, where the bonsai tree says not to resuscitate, was because that was what Shawn was working on Shawn's big deck.
You know what they say about a big deck.
He was working on getting a bonsai tree to grow, but it was having some struggles. And so we knew early on that that was not going to last. And we didn't want the tree to have to come back and suffer through more operations and such, so Shawn just said, not to heck with it, but like, it's just got to end. So thank you for shouting out, Steve. Appreciate it. Chad actually named him. Oh, really? I like that. Brendan will be on the air likely Thursday in the afternoon. I'm not entirely sure if it's 2 p.m. Pacific time or 6 p.m. Pacific time, but if you would like to meet Steve, the plant, you should go to Hey It's Brendan TV TTV on Twitch right there. It's very easy. Drew Mega adds, a big deck requires a lot of wood. Well, maybe that's why Shawn was growing more bonsai trees, is to replenish, the wood that the big deck requires. Yeah, I'm with you there. Fejkar. It's Althea terminology for a fake plant. Fejkar. Element says, isn't Steve also the name of Waterboy's donkey? Wait, did Adam Sandler just name a whole bunch of characters in Adam Sandler movies Steve? My 2 favorite Steve references. Well, okay, not 2 favorite. One of my favorites is in the Flight of the Conchords bit, Hippopotamus and Rhinoceros. They reference a rapper named Steve, and that's pretty funny. Also, I think The Lonely Island has a bit with a person named Steve who's not very kind, but that I can't remember if that person's name was in fact Steve. So, also, I don't remember the Waterboy having a donkey. What? Like, I remember Napoleon Dynamite having the llama. Wasn't the llama, like, Napoleon always had to feed it? Why do I think the llama's name was Patricia? Because I don't think it is. I only think it's Patricia because of the sound alert from Austin Attack 12. Patricia. I feel like that now, said Element. Brendan has cozy streams. Oh, yeah. No, Brendan's high-quality content. Thursdays and Saturdays on the internet. Is Steve an Adam Sandler Easter egg and we were today's old when we found out, lol? Maybe. I wonder if, like, yeah, Adam Sandler had, like, a best friend named Steve or something like that, and one of his goals was to incorporate that into every movie of his. I mean, I will admit, like, Adam's approach to making movies, you know, whether the quality of the movie is good or not, is basically, I just want to spend, you know, X amount of time in an exotic location with my friends and, you know, find a reason to make a movie together. That kind of seems to be kind of Adam's formula, which might be not the worst way to live life. Austin Tac 12 says Tina. The name of the llama was Tina. Good morning to Unknown Story. Thank you for being here. Tina, come eat your ham. Brendan knew it too. Oh, I haven't seen Napoleon Dynamite in forever. I also learned something the other day. So Napoleon Dynamite was fairly popular whilst I was in college, and having gone through a journalism program, another show that was incredibly popular whilst I was in college was Anchorman, the Legend of Ron Burgundy. And I found out the other day that the for at least my experience with the show, longtime public address voice of well, it's not public address, but like the big voice, I guess, of the NPR game show Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, which I absolutely love. It's on Saturdays at like 8 a.m. Pacific time on NPR. Bill Curtis is the name of the person who's the big voice. And Bill Curtis is not just the big voice of this random NPR show that I'm referencing now, but also apparently is a very well-known news anchor and also documentarian, I suppose, like head of production company. This was all revealed to me when I listened to a Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, like, behind-the-scenes podcast. And Bill Curtis is the narrator for Ron Burgundy, for Anchorman. And there was a reason for that, because... Oh, I just gave that to them. I just gave that win to them. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Anyway, 7:47 West Coast time, 10:47 out east, 3:47 for those watching GMS in the UK. Thank you for being here. I failed. But yeah, anyway, Bill Curtis was the narrator for Anchorman, and there was a reason for that. It was because Bill Curtis was apparently a very well-known news anchor at one point, especially in the Chicago local market. It was like the trusted voice of news. So anyway, learned that over the weekend. What did you learn from today's show? We'll have takeaways that are pretty okay coming up in just under an hour from now. Hamster Playground and Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth in the final hour crew. We are up to over 730 balloons, I believe, and we'll share with you how to find out our all-time record in that game coming up in the final hour crew as well. Thank you for being here. If you have a houseplant appreciation story, how good you are with plants, you can always share that with us. Element says, I know his dog Meatball was usually in all of his movies. So I didn't know that, Element. Oh, you're a wealth of knowledge. Down says, and Steve Buscemi's in many of those films too. Yeah, maybe there is an Easter egg. Because it's like the Pixar Easter egg with the person who played not Norm, but Phil in Cheers? That doesn't sound right. But the mailman is in all the Pixar movies, right? Hey, it's Brendan TTV said, I fell off of Wait, Wait when Carl Castle retired. So, Brendan, I didn't start listening to it until after Carl Castle. Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. The big voice is the person who does, like, all the, basically, like, scorekeeping of it and, like, introduces the show. And Carl Castle was the original voice, and then he had to retire, and then Bill Curtis took over. So, yeah, I didn't actually know... Like, there was the way that you win Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, or what you get for winning is It used to be, I think, Carl Castle's voice in your voicemail, and now they choose any panelist as opposed to Carl Castle. Also, I believe Carl Castle passed away within the last 2 years. Let me see. Carl Castle. Yeah, passed away in 2018. So, John Ratzenberger. Yes. He's the voice of the truck, the Mac and Cars, as Hammy in Toy Story, whole bunch of other ones. So, by the way, if you didn't hear this, I learned this the other day. I was broadcasting a basketball game, and our score going to break was 23-19, and my brain automatically clicked, and I was like, that sounds like the alert from Monsters, Inc., and sure enough, 23-19 was that. And then it turns out that maybe 23-19 is a reference to WS, because 23 equals W in the 26-letter alphabet, and S equals 19, and that could stand for white sock, which was what was on the monster's fur, and brought in all the stuff, the contaminants. So, learned a lot that day. Good morning to King Gray. Now that you've officially given us tacos, I can say nice chat to you. Thank you for being here.
Nice chat.
King Gray says Cliff. Yes, Norman Cliff. Cliff from Cheers. Okay, thank you. All right, it is 7:50 on this morning radio show that plays games, so it's time for sports. Sports is brought to you by King Gray. Find King Gray on the internet. It's also our second shout out that we've had this morning because someone also referenced Gray earlier in the show. So hello, Gray. Thank you for being here. Yesterday, there was a national title game. It was for college football, the college football playoff national title game. I didn't watch. I went to a high school basketball game instead yesterday. And whilst I was there, I was getting notifications that in the matchup of TCU and Georgia for the college football title, that at one point Georgia was up 45-7. And I figured, okay, nothing even to worry about. Like, I'm not even going to give this a second thought. It turns out that Stetson Bennett, good name, Stetson Bennett, the 48-year-old quarterback, not really, but long-time or older quarterback, true, of the Georgia Bulldogs, was just absolutely nuts yesterday. Ends up being the most outstanding player for the Bulldogs as they beat TCU 65-7. Second consecutive title for the Georgia Bulldogs. It was emphatic and overwhelming, the fashion in which Georgia became the first team to repeat as national champions in the college football playoff era, according to the Associated Press. 2 touchdown passes, ran for 2 scores in the first half. Georgia beat TCU 65-7, as I mentioned, and is also the first major college football team to repeat since Alabama did so back-to-back a decade ago. So there you go. Yeah, it was a booty kicking yesterday in the college football playoff title game in Los Angeles or in Inglewood. So, yeah, but now college football is over for the year. South Dakota State won the FCS tournament, the playoff championship, and then you have Georgia repeating as college football playoff champions. So no more college football. We have the NFL playoffs starting this weekend, and that'll include Seattle, San Francisco on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Fox, Chargers, Jacksonville at 5:15 in the evening Pacific time on NBC. Other scores, you have NHL scores. Your Seattle Kraken beat Montreal 4-0. Sorry to Papa Paws, whose Canadians were defeated. Also, Drew Mega, a fan of the Canadians. Drew Mega leaving us, has to go do some work calls. And in the NBA, the Denver Nuggets beat your Los Angeles Lakers 122-109. Other NHL winners, Philadelphia, Nashville, and Chris M.E.'s Los Angeles Kings. The playoffs right now, even though we are only about halfway through the NHL season, Bruins, Maple Leafs, Lightning, Hurricanes, Devils, Capitals, Rangers, Penguins. In the Eastern Conference, Stars, Jets, Wild, Golden Knights, Kings, Kraken, Flames, Oilers in the Western Conference. I'm very excited. About 2 weeks from now, I get to go to my first NHL game of the year as the Flames travel to Seattle to take on the Kraken. So very excited about that. Any other sports news to get to? I mean, this is the tough part, is you had a very premier event with the Georgia championship title. Georgia finished number 1, by the way, in the final college football playoff. So. Ooh, this is a good one. This is from Isabel Gonzalez of CBS. Jared Jeffries, who's a former basketball star, played in the NBA, won a car on The Price is Right. This story of about 20 hours ago. On an episode of The Price is Right that aired on Monday, Jeffries won a brand new car. Won it playing the one away game on the show, in which the wrong price for the car is shown. And then each correct digit is one away from each of the wrong digits. The contestant attempts to form the price of the car, according to the official game description. And after 3 numbers were already revealed, Jeffries needed a red 7 to win. He seemed visibly nervous as the 4th number was about to be uncovered. Fortunately for him, the desired number appeared, and Jeffries ran around the stage celebrating the win. And that is your sports! I like The Price is Right. We've been in the studio audience for The Price is Right, for what it's worth. So, there you go. Down says, Price is Right is sports now? Absolutely. Can we do other game shows too? Yeah, we'll see if we can find a way to slot game shows into sports as well. We'll do that for you, Downs. All right, 7:55. When we come back, don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. We'll play our audience game. We'll fire up Hamster Playground as we continue to play that game on Tuesdays in the Final Hour crew. On Wednesday, we will play It Takes Two for Work Together Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we'll have a little more, a little to the left. A week from Thursday, we will play for the first time on the show Hellbangers and Holiday Hell, which was our December name of the month. If you're a Patreon subscriber, you have a chance to win that game starting today. We'll have that posted in the Patreon-only Discord. And want to give a shout-out to our Patreon subs celebrating sub-anniversaries this week. Dr. Chick, Wallstormer, IMJF Downs. And hey, it's Brendan TTV. You can also become a Patreon subscriber by going to patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. Big thanks to Gray for recently joining the subscriber tier of the Patreon at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. All right, we'll come back with more. We have the Final Hour crew next on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. It is Tuesday, January 10th.
Hey.
We do have a drummer birthday. It's Carter Buford of the Dave Matthews Band. Carter is 64.
Hope you have a happy birthday.
Nice.
Sorry, Dave Matthews.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey,
Bassist Fieldy of Korn is 53.
We had popcorn yesterday.
Nice.
You know what that sounds like?
Yep.
Okay, I'll show you.
I want to hear it though.
Ready? Here it goes. This is what popcorn sounds like.
Oops, I did it again.
Well, that's actually corn pop. In that order.
Independence Day, Knives Out, Ants in a Bug's Life, but at the same time, AI, Artificial Intelligence, iRobot, GoldenEye, Weekend at Bernie's, South of Heaven, Down and Dirty, A Love Story.
Thank you,
Just
Bob.
watched it.
You're welcome.
The other day.
Anyway, as I was saying, our list of the day has to do with sandwiches because
Face Off, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Twilight, Jurassic Park, Robin Hood Men in Tights, the entire Sharknado series, Small Wonder, Mean Girl, Sister Act, Jurassic Park Again, Hunt for the Wilder People, Throw Mama from the Train. You're welcome.
Also, Kyle, if I don't have a panini press, why would I have a clothing iron?
well, I mean, I would venture to guess clothing irons would be more common than panini presses.
Do you have a clothing iron?
Yeah.
Well, you also have a family, so you don't count.
What? Maybe I want to press my sweatshirts and sweatpants.
Me too.
And the God of War games are not a reboot. That terminology is, very specific. This is a continuation of the story. It's just told in a vastly different way, in a new universe. But the first trilogy plus, because there were more than 3 games, but there were 3 numbered games. God of War games are still canon, and this is a continuation of that story.
It's so hard for me to wrap my head around how, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I guess it would help if, I watched them. What a novel concept. Hey, you want to understand what this whole thing is about? Maybe you should check them out. There's so many forks, though, with these things. I'm always so surprised. It's good to see you.
Hello, FHC.
The Dungeon Meowster KJ. It's good to see you this morning. D from Downs. It happened. It worked.
D. Ding, ding, ding.
Nature. An R.
R.
There's been a lot of R's today.
Yes.
I feel like it ends in Y, but I'm not going to guess Y. I'm going to guess N.
N. Yes.
Nature. Sand. Storm. We're cracked. Look at that.
Crack.
He appeared in nearly a dozen episodes of ER as a doctor.
Oh, he was in that movie or that TV show. He wasn't on for that long, though?
Nope. Nearly a dozen.
For some reason, I thought he was like a main character. I didn't watch ER, so what am I saying? The guy from Hunger Games, though, Fleetus Glickerman or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, his laugh. Just, oh my gosh. So great.
It's pretty good.
I was watching the re-sins from Cinema Sins of the Hunger Games yesterday, I think. And I love when the guy, whatever his name is, I don't know what the person's name is, actually, now that I think about it. Do you know the person's name from Cinema Sins?
No.
Betsy.
He is Mr. Sin.
Mr. Sin was my father. It's Trini Troto the Ween. Nailed it. First try. What are you doing there? No, I said it right. No, I definitely said it right. I think you're wrong. How would you know? You're just a counter. Don't stare at me like that. Probably deserve to. We tried, though, and that's all that matters. Thank you. It's Gaming Morning Show, 7:28 West Coast time. It's 10:28 for those watching GMS on the East Coast. It's 3:28 for those watching GMS in the UK.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thank you so much for being here wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. That is sports.gaming, left side of your screen. And that is sports.plant, also left side of your screen, with a itty-bitty little cowboy hat. It's just an itty-bitty little plant hat.
Howdy.
Nice to meet you. It's good to see you. Is that a different plant than the last hour?
Yeah, this is a ZZ plant. And you can tell because he has very organized, symmetric leaves.
She
Also,
wore...
he's green, so the green screen was...
Wait, your plant is green?
Yeah.
She wore a pearl necklace. Element of One said ZZ Top Plant, question mark?
ZZ Top plant.
Yeah. I also should remember other ZZ Top songs, but that was the first one that my brain remembered. Oh my gosh, it's true. If you go to Shawn's house, his whole house is green.
It's true.
Even his backdrops.
It's all a lie. I'm in Hollywood right now.
The spoon is a lie. All right, in about 15 minutes from now, we're going to play some Hamster Playground. We're also going to have some takeaways that are pretty okay clip of the day, as Bob mentioned as well. Right now,
Morning to the final hour crew.
the final hour crew is here. The Element of One leading the charge this morning. Thank you for being here very much. Unknown Story says FHC, of course, standing for Final Howard Crew. Sorry to all of the Howards out there.
Well, you're the final Howard.
It's the final Howard.
FHC means final hour crew, VG.
That's true. I am JF Downs, our instructor of cartography and diagramography. That's not even close to what his title is.
It's close-ish.
Downs draws the maps and diagrams. That's what I'm trying to say. Proud sponsor of GMS Sports, King Gray, is here this morning as well. Drew Mega was here, had to take off earlier. Ambassador to the Final Hour crew. Hey, it's Brendan TTV with us in the Final Hour crew as well. GMS host Austin Attack 12. It's good to see you. Took us down a interesting world of Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, and now Shawn has some homework because of it.
It's true. I added it to the list of songs that I need to work on covers for.
Which is longer or shorter than our watch parties list?
Shorter.
Okay, fair enough.
Nothing's as long as that.
Keith Anthony is here this morning. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Anyone else I missed who's lurking, listening, hanging out with us, wherever you may be. Quiet I Am Gaming, Dungeon Master KJ, Copia, Quiet I Am Gaming, Link, others. Thank you so much for being part of the show. We truly do appreciate it. Interested to know how you do with plants. That is our topic of the day, as it's National Houseplant Appreciation Day. One quick thing from Element before we get to our game. Is Bear Bear making it to the Cocaine Bear premiere?
He wouldn't miss it for the world. He'll be standing awkwardly in the window of the projection booth. Just like he does here.
He only knows one thing, and that's how to stand in front of windows. So, yeah, if you ever see a bear looking through frame, he actually learned that from Bear Bear.
Yep.
It's true. Look it up. It's on the internet. All right, let's do this thing. It's game time.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
Last time on Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall into the Monster's Mouth, we set an all-time record of 733 banked balloons, which I'm pretty proud of considering we had never been over 700 before. Fun fact, we've never been over 730 before, and here we are. So, you can guess letters, you can take the big swing, like Downs did.
That's a big swing.
And try to guess the whole puzzle. We'll use the E from Element combined with the E from Microwave to see if we are right.
E. Correct.
Good news, we have 3 E's on the board. Bad news, Downs, I'm so sorry, it was not microwave.
Incorrect.
Didn't Downs get one yesterday?
I think so.
Downs, did you get one of the answers yesterday and it was a pretty big deal? Probably. Maybe. Could have been. Hello to Mel B on YouTube. Thank you for being here. I say hi to Mel B also because it looks like we're not getting all of the messages being relayed to to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Gaming. So if you weren't getting those, they may be working again, but if they're not, that might be just an ongoing problem. So, yeah, sorry. It's not your fault. It's ours. Okay. I think it was Fulfillment who screwed it up. So.
That sounds right.
You guessed Snow Globe. I'm sorry, that is not correct. We'll use an A from Mel B.
A. Cha-ching. Crack. No.
Bob?
I think that was so worrisome. I'll be right back. I gotta check on Bob. Just saying.
Bob's really it's really struggling today. He really wants it. He really wants people to
No, it's not your fault.
It is kind of his fault.
Oh, okay.
It is kind of Bob's fault.
He was messing with his houseplants, so he wasn't focused on what we were doing. And so Bob said when, I think it was Mel B guessed A, he panicked.
It's understandable. Did he say anything about you can news if you want to?
No, apparently he's not feeling very focused, or very, well, he's not feeling very focused, but he's not feeling very confident in himself right now. He's a little upset, so. Also, you'd be surprised how many houseplants you can fit in the box.
They're small.
A new box would be pretty okay.
Okay, T from Quiet.
T.
That's a U.
T. Correct. U.
I guessed the U on my own volition, thank you. Is that the right use of volition?
Sure.
Thank goodness.
Math major.
I just guessed. Down says, I don't think so. I was in a meeting. I just guessed letters deaf. Also,
Now that's a big swing.
had guessed letterware. Leaderware? I don't know.
D.
A D from Downs.
Correct.
I'm not going to use the S from Quiet because I actually know what it is. I'm going to just give a couple seconds for people to jump on board. Everyday objects. Downs and Quiet. Yep.
Cracked.
Hey, Sean.
Detergest.
The truth. Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
I don't want them to know. Remember how I said I knew what it was?
Were you wrong?
I thought it was deodorant.
Yeah, that wasn't deodorant.
No, it's not. And if you look at it, there's no T in deodorant at that. Well, the first part, there's a T later on, like this one did. But yeah, it's not deodorant.
It also wasn't detective.
Who guessed detective?
No one, but I was a little worried that that's what you thought it was. Deodorant makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, a detective's not an everyday object. We're not going to objectify our detectives, you know?
Neither is a snow globe.
I'm happy they're not hearing me. All right, let's go back to the game, okay?
It's a secret.
Hey, wait. Likewise.
I know.
All right, let's do the next one. We've banked 5 balloons. 738 is our current record and grand total. This puzzle is movies. For all that is holy, please make it
Shaquille O'Neal.
without the U-eel. Shaq O'Neal.
I'd watch that movie.
Shaq.
By the way, if you missed it, it's the 1-year anniversary since Superphonic guest,
Beating the Heat.
which was classic. Sorry. Yeah, my fault. Downs is guessing Ants movie.
I mean, it can't be a worse movie than Ants.
We will use the E, though, from Element.
E. Yes. E! Exclamation point.
Bob guessed entertainment television. E! Exclamation point. It's their logo. Here's an S.
S. Correct.
That's from Quiet. D from Downs.
D. No. Now that's a big swing.
Quiet. I am game-ing is cracked.
Cracked.
I had to match the syllables of the number of letters we guessed.
Nice work.
Thank you. Nice work. 741. Nope, 744. 44. Unknown story. That answer was so fetch.
Beady boop, beady boop.
This one is no repeating letters.
Oh boy.
The caption said, Bob said, "Biddy poopity poop."
Bitty poopity poop.
Well, there it is. The first poop mention of the day. Mark it down.
It was you, Bob.
Sorry, off brew.
A D and an E from Downs and Element. I feel like they're using a similar guessing formula as each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
D. E. No. No.
E no.
I think everyone's a little bit nervous.
S.
An O from Downs
Oh, correct.
and an S from Sports.Gaming
S. Yes.
and a 0 from Sports.Gaming.
Z. E. R. O.
Not going to guess all those letters. Oh, Downs wants a W. Okay. My mouse is broken. How about an N? Wait a second. Downs? You can't guess your own name. Even though I see what you're doing there.
I mean, his name has no repeating letters.
How do we feel about the P from Mel B?
Let's go for it.
P. Cha-ching.
Sorry, and if you've never been here for no repeating letters, we do a little bit of a filter because it can get out of hand real fast.
Yeah.
It's not Pilates, is it?
No.
Pilates. Pillow tees.
E.
There is no E. Quiet. We already guessed that.
No. Incorrect. No. That was no, incorrect still.
Bob, chill out, man. Quiet. I somehow missed that.
Correct.
Nice work.
S-H-A-Q.
What about an R?
R from Sports.Gaming.
R. Cha-ching.
Unknown Story says Pilates was considered one of the greatest philosophers of all time. Yes, Pilates was a big fan of Socrates. Quiet. To be fair, I do work while doing this. Also, I said do. Hee hee.
Beady boop, beady boop.
Yep. I don't know how long Captions has been hearing that way, but I hope it's been forever. We're just now noticing. All right, A from Downs.
A. Cha-ching.
And an I from Quiet.
I. That was no, incorrect still.
So after the P, it could be an H, could be an L.
Is it like Platorius? Platorus? I think R-U-S at the end.
Platypus. Or it could be plural, so it could be like O-R-T-S or O-R-M-S.
We have platforms from Quiet. And we have plantorbs from Downs.
Well, let's try the L.
Al. Yes.
L, yes.
L, yes.
I think it's platforms.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Cracked.
Nice work, Quiet. We had a guess in there from Gray of a C that would not have hit. The R would have from Mel B. And the Q from Element of One, surprisingly, would not have hit. King Gray likes platforms, though.
Big fan.
Yeah.
I stand on them sometimes.
I use them just for my heels. Platform heels. All right, 748. That's your banked balloon totalage. And we'll play it again tomorrow. So excited about that. Thank you for being here for this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Guess what I did during the break?
Got some more coffee.
I got some more water. And I usually fill this Starbucks cup up with water. If the water's cold, it kind of gives a hue of blue. It's a very nice cup. I like it. And then as I was walking over to get back in the studio, I spilled the entire thing all over the floor.
Nice. That's how you mop.
I think it's a 24-ounce cup. It's 24 ounces of water all over the place. It was fantastic.
Sounds like a good time.
Don't recommend it at all. All right, we have been playing a game for probably closer to 2 months at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Hamster Playground, and it's just still so damn adorable. So we are excited to play this again with you today. Let me see. I'm gonna load it up. Oh yeah, we're in good shape here. And boop. All right, we're in good shape. So let me switch over to the gameplay screen for Hamster Playground. Got some good music again. Down says plantorbs would have fit with the list of the day. Yes. No, I wish we could do thematic. I wish we could do thematic. Whatever it's called. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. That'd be cool. Yeah. All right. That is, I believe that's Burglar. Taking a nice nap there. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I woke up Hambert. I was like, Hambert's sleeping with its eyes open, and that was a little disturbing. Russell Wilson needs some snoozes. Shawn, there's a houseplant in my house.
Yeah, I have one too. I have one in my kitchen area.
Huh. I didn't know we had those. Brendan, I hope you have a great day. Brendan has to go, so I got to take off. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thanks for the show, Shawn and Ryan. You are welcome. Thank you for being here. Ambassador of the Final Hour crew. Melby, if there's a Q and a word there, will all be a U. It never fails. True.
Except for Shaq.
That's true. Names are sometimes the exception.
It's gonna happen one day.
I need to open up my presents here. I haven't been in here in a while, and I think the hamsters definitely don't like take care of themselves when we're not here.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of cleaning and a lot of toilets and a lot of stuff that we have to do today.
So lazy.
All right, Burglar's gonna take a nap. Some fun. I'm pretty sure Sea Hamster just sneezed. And I think Hambert might pass out from dehydration.
Oh no.
Have you murdered a hamster yet?
No.
That's good.
You can murder hamsters?
Hope not.
That seems rude.
Unknown says Shaq is short for Shaqay. Of course.
It's definitely Shaq.
Alright, Russell, get cleaned up. Oh my gosh, I gotta trade in for coins.
I had to make some coins. I had to send Shredder to work.
Are you not regularly sending your hamsters to work?
I haven't for a while since I finished all my challenges.
My goodness, I keep having to clean things. Like we're just having some trouble here. All right, Russell, go get some sleep. Bugler, get some food. Sea Hamster, get clean. Okay, you're in good shape. You get clean too, Hambert. That's why we have this two-person shower stall. Shawn's got a gift.
I can adopt another hamster.
Are you gonna get it?
Yes. Let's see. Energetic, sleepyhead, clean, free, balanced. I like the balanced ones.
Yeah, balanced hamsters are the way to go. Mel B, I'm sorry you had a bad experience today at Dollar General.
Need a bunch of coins though. I need 600 coins to adopt a hamster.
A refill.
Guess we're skateboarding.
Gosh. I'm also opening my gift. Here, I'll put you full screen while you skateboard. I got like some stars or something. Is that a decoration? Yeah, it is. I can put them in the bedroom. I'm going to show you. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Shawn. I actually have to go full screen for a second. Look, I can upgrade the stars that were in here to these. Look at that mural. Oh, that's so cute. Bam. It's happening.
Nice.
Nice. Now it's really cozy in there. Can I change the chandelier? I can't. But I can add new wall decor. Whoa, you're rubber banding so your hamsters were not going very fast. Chat, what do we think? Do we want polka dots in here with the stars? I think I kind of like that. I could also do like more of a beige. Oof, that's too bright. Yeah, I like this. What do you think of this? Has a little border on the top. I think that's nice. Oh, you can't see it. There. Look, so right now, my bedroom looks like this. But if I want to, we could go like polka dots. I think I like that. I think I'm going to go with that look. Are you losing again?
I am losing.
Man, Shredder used to be so good.
I don't know. So I have him maxed out on all of his stats and still can't win. I don't understand that. How come I can't go get higher stats?
You need to
I
shred.
feel like it's rigged.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I like it that much. Hambert has to sleep again. Bugla. Yeah, we didn't check the quest book, right? They're still all shut down.
Yeah, it really needs some new quests.
This might be the last week of Hamster Playgrounds.
Yeah, it's sad.
I mean, you sat here and did all you could do to, buff your hamsters up, and you can't even win the skateboard race consistently, so.
I mean, I could drop it down to a lower difficulty, but what's the point?
Yeah. Need more reward, right? No pain, no gain. Why can't... Oh, we're out of seeds. I need to buy seeds. Alright, Russ will work there. Just gonna rotate my personnel through these. Yeah, we're just having a training day here in the Hefty House. In the house.
The house?
Look at my artwork in here, Chad. I got a cool little hamster in purple, hamster eating a coin, rainbow hamsters. It's a good look. Yeah, I think I'm gonna max out my hamsters today.
Nice.
Maximum G-force.
Although apparently it doesn't work. It doesn't matter.
Nothing in this game matters, Shawn.
Let's go to regular. Alright, let's give this a shot. This should be a piece of cake then, right? Better be. Maybe you have to upgrade the things they train on. Maybe that's how you get higher.
What do you mean?
Like, can you upgrade? Because you can upgrade like the thing they eat on. Can you upgrade the things they get stronger on?
Oh, like can you? Yeah. Well, let me click upgrade. Yeah, there's. Oh no, those are. Yeah, no, there's bolts. And let me buy
Okay.
a whole bunch of bolts.
Alright, let's check this out.
So I need seeds to buy bolts.
Oh yeah, that does increase your maximum strength. All right, I have a new goal.
This whole time you thought you were done. I'm gonna have to send my hamsters back to work to earn some more bolts because, yeah. Ooh, more level up. Give me some bolts. You need some bolts. Nuts. Oh, I got 100 stars. What can I get? 100 stars? How many bolts can I get? 100 stars. I can't get them. Okay. All right, you're gonna work for bolts here. Yeah. Wait, can you upgrade these things too? Your like workstation areas?
Let's see. No. It doesn't look like you can. Makes this cool sound though.
What gets the most bolts? So I get a bolt every 8 seconds there. Or I can use seeds to buy bolts. 8 seconds is still faster. So, alright, who's available to work? Bert, you're gonna work here. And Russ, you're gonna work on the seeds area. Okay. Because seeds are the only other way to get bolts, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, Classic, you're gonna use the Fun Zone. And Burglar, you're gonna get ready for second shift. Well, Melby, like I said, sorry you had a tough day at the old bargain day, because I think Tuesdays is bargain day, so sorry to hear that. I do like watching them work.
Yeah. They're pretty cute.
I think it's time for Russ to get something orange.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like a nice shirt?
Yeah, like a shirt. Looks kind of like a uniform.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
Inspired by anything?
No, I just think Russ would look good in orange, you know?
Makes sense.
I mean, some argued he looked better in like blue and gross green, but
Maybe something with a bird on it.
yeah. Put a bird on it, as they say. All right. My sea hamster's ready to go to work. You are going to relieve Burglar? No. Russ. Russ, you're off shift. Man, Burglar drinks a lot. I made it sound like he's an alcoholic hamster, didn't I?
It's a drinking problem.
Alright, Russ, you're gonna go take a nap. Who's working here? Which one are you? You're the paper hat one. So I think you're Hamburg. Nope, you're Hamburg. Oh, crap. Now I can't keep my hamsters apart. Alright, Russ going to bed. Burglar's going to get some food. I like watching them go to eat.
I like watching them make stuff for me. Give me more bolts.
Alright, you're going to take over for this guy. Hambert's gonna go get some water. Hambert's parched. Burglar, I told you, get over here and start working. Come on, man. Jeez. I'm gonna have to write up a performance improvement plan.
Oh, jeez. Alright, get back and train Shredder.
Get shredded. Alright, why was I earning bolts again?
To upgrade the training equipment.
Oh, right. So let's do some exchanging. So I need 50 seeds. Well, I can buy seeds with... No, I can't buy seeds. You can only buy seeds with bolts, and you can only buy bolts with seeds. This game is rigged. Remember how complimentary we were about this game for a while?
Yeah, this game's terrible now.
We really are earning 10 seeds per 18 seconds over there? Damn.
Oh, I leveled up.
Level up.
Hope this is a lot of bolts. Nope. Yep. Nope. 10 bolts.
No prizes.
10 bolts. It's a start.
880 gigabolts.
Gigabolts.
Gigabolts. Alright, Russ is ready to work, so we're going to send you over here. Russ is going to go sleep on the bathroom floor. Burglar, you're off shift. Yeah. Russ, you got to work on the bolts one, because... Yeah, there we go. Alright, do one workout before you go. Yeah, still very happy with this game. I just wish there was another challenge. Like, not like you made a challenge for yourself, but I wish there was like a not one you had to make up yourself.
Right.
Alright, I'm almost close to having 50
I still don't
seeds.
understand how the bed breaks down.
Especially because they're not like bouncing on the bed, they're just sleeping.
Oh no, this bed ran out of Z's. Gotta refill the Z's.
I do like watching them clock in and out of work. Alright, last thing. Russ, we're gonna go shopping.
Nice. You're gonna get that orange thing.
Yeah, again, completely random choice. Not indicative of anything. I like how sometimes they immediately show up for things, and other times it takes them forever to get somewhere.
Yeah. They get distracted easily.
All right, Russ, let's go shop. We need an orange shirt. Ah, there we go. That's like Hawaiian, though. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's ride. Yeah, this is the one.
Nice.
Yeah. Is there a football helmet? There's a watermelon like shell. That kind of looks. If it was navy blue, I'd get it. Oh, there is a sweatband. I need something that's blue.
Yeah. You can't make the sweatband blue?
No.
Ah, that's too bad.
All right, we're gonna go with the helmet. No, we're done. Yeah, Russ has got a watermelon helmet and an orange shirt on. Again, not inspired by anything. Just completely random. All right, there you go. That's Hamster Playground, which we play every single show. Well, maybe for the last time on a Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see if we find anything different.
Yeah. May never see these hamsters again.
Yeah. Say goodbye. We're going to go murder them now.
They're going to go live at the farm upstate.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. They're still with us. Very much a part of us. But they're going to go to the hamster farm.
The G-Force.
All right, it is at 8:41 West Coast time. It's 11:41 out east. It is 4:41 for those watching GMS in the UK. Hefty and Shawn, thank you for being here. It's been a lot of fun to have this show on the air today. We'll, of course, be back tomorrow, as we are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Once again, with the video game headlines you need to know, which you can find every single day on our Twitter at Morning Gaming News. Here's hashtag video game expert Shawn.
Good morning. It is still Tuesday, January 10th, 2023, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews. First up, we talked about sales of video games, and specifically digital versus physical sales of video games. And over the last year in the UK, digital sales accounted for an estimated 90% of games sold. This is pretty substantial. This was originally reported by the BBC and was an estimate made by the Entertainment and Retail Association, the ERA, and they estimated that 89.5% of games sold in the UK were digital downloads, while the remaining 10.5% were disc-based copies sold physically. This does include about 30% of all total sales were mobile app game sales, which of course can only be digital. So that does factor into it, but it does seem like the trend is heading in that direction for digital sales, far outpacing the physical sales. In our second piece of news, we talked about a group of Playground staff members, including Forza Horizon 5 creative director, leaving to start their own studio, namely Maverick Games. And they are already underway to build a premium open world game. This is from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. They set out to be a studio people will love for players, where they're already working on exciting ultra high quality tile. And for developers, they're building a home where everyone is encouraged to take risks, be curious, be creative, be innovative, be themselves, and above all, be a maverick. Maverick Games. So we'll keep an eye on that over the coming years. In our last piece of news story, Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog seems to be intrigued and possibly inspired by Elden Ring's form of storytelling. This is from Logan Plant of IGN. He said in a quote, I'm more recently intrigued by stuff like Elden Ring and Inside that don't rely as much on traditional narrative to tell a story. Some of the best storytelling in The Last of Us is in the cinematics, but a lot of it's in gameplay and moving around the space and understanding the history of a space by just looking at it and examining it. To me right now, that's some of the best joy I get out of games, the ones that trust their audience to figure things out. They don't hold your hand. That's the stuff I'm really intrigued by going forward. So possibly we'll see less reliance on cinematics for storytelling and maybe a little bit more environmental storytelling in the Last of Us multiplayer game, which we know very little about other than some artwork. Out today, we had some highlights such as the Dreamland out on PC and Gallarhorn out on PC, but our most prestigious award of Name of the Morning this morning went to BC Bill out on PC.
So congratulations, BC Bill is our GMS Name of the Morning. If you miss any of the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News,
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
that's how you find it. You just go there and voila, bada bing, bada boom, you are in. We'll have our Name of the Month giveaway coming up later on today for your Patreon subscribers, so be sure to look for that in our Patreon-only Discord. GMS hosts typically not eligible for Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match award, or else I think Austin would have had a chance at it with the fantastic contributions with the soundtrack of Spirit, Stallion of Cimarron. So I'm looking for a nominee from your perspective. Who do you think deserves Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match today?
We had a lot of good contributions today.
I know.
That's especially tough today.
Drew Mega was pretty good early on.
Drew did have a good show. Elle had a really good show. King Gray finally gave us tacos, so that was
Took
good.
a moment, but we did get there.
But I could go with Drew.
Okay. All right. To Drew Mega,
Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award.
congratulations. Had to leave a little bit closer to the start of the final hour crew, but still had a big deck, requires a lot of wood, which is a good one. Some other one-liners. Drew Mega eventually left to go to work, so hopefully Drew knows that Drew is one of life's winners today on this morning radio show that plays games. Stick around. We have the best moments from today's show, so we have that on the way in just a bit. But right now, it's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look, Shawn. It's the clip of the day.
Toot toot.
Stewart turned 78 today.
Nice. Rod Stewart's only Grammy win came in 2015.
How many nominations? Grammys edition. Hit the music.
This is not where I thought this was going. I didn't even think of this as a possibility. I didn't know I'd have to play this game. Because, I was thinking of that. I think it's a Bryan Adams song from the Three Musketeers soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not I Would Do Anything for Love. That's Meatloaf. But it's like, because it's all for one and all for love. That was not Rod Stewart, right? That was Bryan Adams.
I believe you're right.
And to my knowledge, Bryan Adams and Rod Stewart are different people.
I've never seen them in the same place at the same time. But for now, we'll have to assume they're different
I
people.
don't think that's true. I think they actually had a duet once.
But I've never seen it.
We learned more today about Bryan Adams and Rod Stewart than I ever think we ever expected to on this show.
Including, we found out later that, in fact, they were two of the three artists who performed that song from the Three Musketeers.
Which is why they're commonly referred to as the Three Musketeers of music. Along with Sting for some reason. So, what are your takeaways, chat, that are pretty okay? What is something you learned from today's show? And then we are going to send you over to Katie, who is streaming today, is being suggested by someone else on our followers list on GMS on Twitch. Geralt, I am free on Thursday, first playthrough day 10 of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Katie, she, her pronouns. I am a full-time content creator from Northern Ireland. Big love for Leon Kennedy, Resident Evil anime, and too many 2D men to count, to be honest. If you'd say good morning from GMS, we truly would appreciate it. Sports.gaming, what is your takeaway? That was pretty okay.
My takeaway came during our list today, and that's the fact that plants cannot water themselves.
No, that's true. And that was during our list that was headlined as 10 houseplant secrets nobody tells you, which I don't think is accurate. I think someone probably mentioned that.
No, it's a secret.
Austin Attack 12 will be streaming later on today around 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time. I learned that there are no houseplants. There are just plants that are forced to live inside. Fortunate. Element learned that Shawn lives in a greenhouse today.
Hello, FHC.
Forgettable Vendetta here says, yes, houseplant, fresh air, nice. Thank you, Forgettable Vendetta. Appreciate that very, very much. Let's see, 15 noms from IMJF Downs and a couple of nom-noms for good measure. Not pleasure, whatever.
$1,000 in money.
For everyone who made it possible, I am Hefty Goof. Stay tuned for the best moments from today's show, and then we'll send you via the raid for Shawn Frost. And have a great rest of your Tuesday. This has been Gaming Morning Show. So that was pretty good. I'm happy with that.
Not bad.
You are one of life's winners.
Thank you, Bob. Good morning to Bob. It is good to see you. Sports.gaming MVP, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 3 shots. Nice work.
Thank you.
It is now 6:25 West Coast time, 9:25 out east, and it is 2:25 for those watching GMS in the UK. Link says, I love having love lies. Also, I mainly grow herbs, though. Ooh, I made a carrot fries yesterday in the Instapot. No, Instapot. The instant
air fryer?
That one, too. The instant air fryer. The Instapot. Pressure cooking fries. And I used a whole bunch of herbs for the first time in, like, my adult life.
Congrats.
Do you know they make something called chili powder? That's not an herb, is it? That's a spice.
No. Yeah. Low is, well, you could buy the digital game for $60 or the physical game for $60. Well, I want the disc, so I'll just get the disc.
Drew Mega adds, well, Elden Ring and other Souls games are great because much of the storytelling you discover as you play through the game and uncover the lore from things like objects acquired. The more you explore, the better. Ooh. Drew Mega stumbled across a nice rhyme. The more you explore, the greater the lore. Here's Bear Bear.
Nice.
You get an assist on that one, Drew Mega. It wasn't a typical Bear Bear rhyme, but it rhymed, and we got to say hi to Bear Bear. I think we kind of checked the box. Let's go.
This is poetry at work day.
We're at work. That was poetry.
Done.
Bear Bear is fair. That would be Bear Bear's political campaign slogan. And Jethro Tull, they're both the same for me. It's like, yeah, I'll listen to the whole song if it pops on. Not to be confused, of course, with the Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron soundtrack. That thing's on my favorites list. By the way, coming up today at 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time, Austin streams the entire soundtrack to Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, and that's all that Austin's going to do later today. So I'm happy we could help you with programming, Austin Attack. That's the least we could do. Today, I like how they still say boxer George Foreman turns 74. I almost think of George Foreman now as the grill guy more than a boxer, but nonetheless, still 74.
Yep. And his fun fact, he won a gold medal at the 1968 Summer Olympics.
That was for boxing, not for grilling.
Correct.
Cacnea. After the Pokemon, I gave it to Sarah's sister because she is getting better. She is better with houseplants, but it needed the same amount of care that I give myself. So is it still with us? Hopefully. Down says, Alexa found the answer after a few attempts. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, January 10th, 2022. I think she started listening before the Alexa prompt. Gotcha. Ooh, do you have someone to introduce us to?
I don't know her name, but she has glasses and a hat.
It's not a fern.
It's a type of snake plant.
It's a snake plant.
Maybe.
I was gonna say that. This looks like one of those like toys that you buy and you push a button and it starts dancing.
Except the button is me holding.
Shawn's a button. A cute little button. Bob Copia. I think Bob's really wanting to get adopted.
Yeah. Also, he wants the news if he wants to.
That's only for winners. only do it if you're a winner. Would you use one of your sound effects and read Austin screaming at us, please?
Her all caps?
Yeah, we've learned that that's not her like yelling at us. That's just her screaming.
Spirit is a wild stallion, and he gets captured by people and forced across the West to a place where white people did the West stuff, and he teams up with a captured Native American, and they bust their way out of there and become unlikely friends.
You need to step away from me when you use the megaphone. It's for.
Take a chance in a trance, painted red, what a romance. Take a chance, one glance, painted blue, end up with a rain dance. Just a bit stronger, an honor and a monster. Yeah, I gotta say I want this longer. Can't find this anywhere, constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find us anywhere, constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah.